Oh, who's first? Who's first? Who's number one? Who's number one? Oh, I'm waiting. Oh, Austin Street. Wow. I thought it was going to be Zach Swigert. Thought it was going to be Zach. What's up, John? John Energy. What up, Black Fort? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We got the people coming in now. Got the people coming in now. Franco's, what's up, man? Franco. Love it. Love it, dude. It's so nice and organized, ain't it? It's beautiful. It's beautiful to see it so nice and organized. Logan, what's up, man? Got my hat today. Sweet deal. Aztec Lawn Service, Oklahoma. Man, where are you at? Seminole. That's close to Ben, ain't it? Ain't that close to Ben? that name, that Seminole or Seminola sounds familiar. Sounds familiar. Street Brothers Lawn Care on Instagram. Thoughts on the Echo PE 225? Jake, what are you using it for, man? I've got mixed feelings about the 225. I had the 225, and I honestly, if you're using it for, weekly maintenance, hey, it's great. No, I didn't. I didn't autograph the hat. If you're doing it for weekly maintenance, it's a great, edger. When I would, pick up a new property or something, then, my biggest problem, I guess, was overgrown edges. It just did not handle overgrown edges very much. James, what's up, James? James, if y'all don't, man, James and Mo Vlogs, y'all go check him out. He does a little bit of everything. So yeah, I mean it's just really kind of underpowered for the overgrown edges. If you're doing a lot of overgrown edges, cleaning up some properties and things like that. But man, if you're not cleaning up any properties and you're just using weekly maintenance, that's great. It's great. Tall Grass, what's up? Altima in the house. Look at that. He's an hour. Okay, yeah, okay. See, I knew you were close to him. I knew you weren't too far. That name, the city stuck out in my head because I remember seeing it somewhere. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Got the Grass Buster in the mail today. Sweet. Flash, I want you to tell people how you like that, because a lot of people, use a 5N1, a putty knife. I was the same way. I was the exact same way. Guys, you don't realize how great that Grass Buster really is. It's fabulous. I might buy some more and give some more away because that thing is sweet. Some of my edgers, I've only got one edger, man. It's I've got the 266S. And the reason I got the 266S is because at the time, they did not make a 2620S. Now, they do make a 2620S. So mine's a straight shaft edger. I used the angled edger. I've used the straight shaft edger. I personally prefer the straight shaft. Seems like you get more torque that way as well with it being a straight shaft, because it don't have to go around that curve, so they can use, what's the word I'm looking for? A steel shaft. So, yeah. James, we're going to have to meet up sometime, man. Y'all going to have to start inviting me to some events to go to. Geez. What is the model of your Z-Master? It's the 3000 series. It's the 3000 series. What's up, Bush Green? What's happening, man? Bush Green. Probably when I sent you a friend request on Facebook. And that could be it, too. Did I accept it? I mean, I don't accept a lot of friends on Facebook. I watched your video on the Gorilla Lift installation today. Great guide, helped a lot. Sweet, man. The only problem I had with the Gorilla Lift is where the gate, pretty much where that cable rubbed, or it never rubbed, but where that cable curved in to the wheel to go in, all the time and come out. And when it would, from doing that within about 6 months, I think it was about 6 or 7 months, it ended up breaking that cable. So, luckily it was still under warranty. They sent me a new one. But that's when I literally took and I got rid of that Gorilla Lift, and I went to the double barrel gate assist from Rackham. CC engine, it's a 25.4. The 266S was a 25 cc engine. The 2620 is a 25 cc engine as well. I mean, if it really depends on what your budget is. If your budget makes for it, go ahead and get the better edger, because you're always going to be using that, and it's going to save you time. Time saves you money. So I mean, if it was me personally, I would have never bought the 225. If I would have had the money, I would have just jumped right into the, the 266, but I didn't at the time. So, that's what I did. That's what I did. So we'll see how it compares. Yeah, I'm interested, man. I also have an Ekar SM210 original. Yeah, that's original. That's from the old school days. What's up, Green Stooges? Green Stooges. Green Stooges. What are your thoughts on the BR800? Sweet. I'm glad I accepted you, man. Vegas in May for the hardware show. I might be able to go to that. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if the budget, we'll see if season's started yet. I've got a job I'm doing tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be my first day. Got to clean up. I'm going to get, before and after footage, talk to y'all about it. We're going to go into bidding, things like that, and see what y'all, hey, give y'all some tips on bidding things and such of that nature. I'm not an expert, but I make money. So yeah, I'm excited. Thoughts on the BR800? Man, it's really just Logan. Dealer support, man. It really boils down to dealer support. Me personally, I had Steel products, and my dealer didn't take care of me. Everything that happened was, hey, it's your fault, it's your fault, it's your fault. Steel's not covering warranty, Steel's not covering, and I had to pay for everything. And I got so tired of it, I just finally said, keep it. So, I mean, it's really all about dealer support. There's, I've heard a lot of stories about people that have had issues with the BR800, with the side start. I don't know anything about the, the actual pull start on the back of it, but, there's not really that much people that I've heard have issues with that. Most of the issues I've had or heard of was with the side start. So, once again, it's all about dealer support and just preferably what you want. I mean, if you're looking for top of the line on the market right now, then the Echo 8010 is your way to go. But when you put them side by side, you can barely tell a difference, but you can tell a difference. So, if Steel's what you're running, hey man, go with the Steel. I personally like keeping all my stuff one color, but hey, Powers Lawn Care, what's up, man? All right, let's see. How was the double barrel gate assist? Man, I loved it. I loved it. It was adjustable, so I could literally adjust the, it's chain driven. Go watch my video on it. There is a code. I don't know if the code's still available or not, but at one time I'd get no kickback off of it. Let me throw that out there. I get no kickback whatsoever. But there was a code to save 10 or 20% off. It was something. 10 or 20% off is what you could save with the code. So, I mean, go look at it and see what you think. It sits on one side. It's not as long as the Gorilla Lift. But it's literally all chain driven. And so, I mean, it's really just it only goes on one side. So the issue you might have is if you tension it up too much when your gate is on the ground, then one side of your gate, the side that's tensioned is sticking up and the other side's on the ground. But if you set the tension right, then it's, you know, it's all going to be on the ground. But then when you lift it up, you're going to have, you know, you're going to have probably this much from once you, you know, this is your gate straight up. Once you get the gate to about here, it loses all that, you know, then it goes no tension whatsoever, depending on how you've got it set, and you're picking up the rest of the way. Which when you're there, I mean, it's really not hard to pick it up the rest of the way. But, you know, it is what it is. Once again, it's really just something you would have to go look at and see what you thought about it. If you've got the Gorilla Lift right now, hey, man, stick with it. See how it works for you. I know they changed the cabling and stuff like that, so it may be great now. Ooh, the best edger for $250. The only thing you're going to get in that price is pretty much, you know, a $225 something. So look at that. DLT in the house. I know I missed a ton of comments. Let me go back up here. All right. I do like having a good dealer. Yeah, man. Dealer. It's over 8 years old, but something made me switch to steel. I don't know, Altamont. What happened, man? I do like having a good dealer. What's up, Danny? That's Shane. Yeah, Shane. I'm looking for an edger. What up, Danny? I received the RZ mask yesterday. Sweet, Elms. Sweet. Hello at Flash. What up, Shane? What's going on, fellas? The real Miller man. Oh, me. Another half-hour show. Yeah, that's what we're going to call it. What's the best edger for like $250? Yeah, you know, I mean, it's really, God, man, it's just, Justin, glad to see you got it, man. Carpet Man, what's up? Wisconsin. Echo handheld equipment, sweet. all about dealer support, guys. What helps you? Moko, I got your email. It seems like everybody got their stuff today. Well, most people got their stuff today. Lawn Kings, what's up? What's up? I'm going to start mowing tomorrow, guys. One property anyway. I got a guy that wants me to start now. I got a cleanup to do at his house anyway. So you know, we're going to do both and make some extra money while we're at it. Shane, nobody listen to Shane. Nobody listen to Shane. That DLT lawn care guy, the steel comment, let me delete that real quick. Just joking. My Echo SRM 210 seems to bog down when I start it. It's got to warm up, man. Jake, let it warm up. Let it warm up. Got to let it warm up, brother. But if it is bogging, and it could not be, you know, if it's warmed up and it's bogging, then I would suggest taking it, getting your carburetor either A, cleaned out, or B, have the carburetor adjusted. Oh, I get a gift card. My name's Todd, by the way. For y'all that didn't know, I'll get that over to you, sir. I'll get that over to you. Coming at you. Address coming soon. Just for Shane, my gift card. Didn't know I had a gift card. It's hard to find an edger in the $250 price range. You know, if I had, I'd probably look for a used one somewhere for $250 and see if I couldn't find one that's, you know, got more power. Hit that like. Oh yeah, we got eight likes. See. No, he didn't mean tall. He meant Danny. You know. Oh no, he was talking. He was talking to me. He was talking to me about that address. Tall grass don't need it. He said he's gifting it. He's gifting it. Yeah, boy, I'm hoping to get going tomorrow. Well, I'm not hoping. I am. So, yeah, before and afters, we're going to probably see what my internet connection's like while I'm out there. Maybe I'll do a live for about 5 minutes or so, show y'all what's going on, and let you know pricing, man. Pricing. All my mods get one. Each month there is a giveaway. What did I get? What did I get, man? You must have forgot you made me a mod. And like, geez, God. All right. Do you work on your own equipment or does it go to the shop? It really depends on what's wrong with it, of whether I work on it or it goes to the shop. Battery powered equipment has its own little thing, its own niche, I guess you could say. I'm not a fan of battery powered trimmers, and I'll tell you why. The battery runtime is not there on any I have personally tried. So when it comes to hedge trimmers, pole saws, things like that, stuff you're not using constantly, man, I love it. I can take literally a 9 amp hour battery on my hedge trimmers and cut for 2 hours. If not, I mean, I've did jobs that are 2.5, 3 hours long, but during that time you're doing cleanup and things like that as well. But man, I've had no problem with them. I love the fire out of them. Dean Rivers, what's up? What's up? Just went to the back of the line. Just sat on the ground, Doc. The battery is very expensive. Yes, it is. But once you are in, you will be picking dollar bills out of those people's pockets. I don't know. Batteries are very expensive. And let me explain this. I have personally tried to do the math on this, and it don't seem like it's going to benefit for gas and just a trimmer. For what I spend in gas on a trimmer compared to buying 190, let's say after tax, $200 for a battery. If I was to buy a trimmer for that, so I've got the trimmer cost, I've got the, which is going to be about the same, maybe a little less as a gas trimmer. But by the time I spend, you spend $200 on a battery. If you bought 5 batteries, you would have to rotate. After every property, you're pretty much going to switch out a battery. So doing that, you just went through 2 batteries in an hour. You better have a charger in your truck, a rapid charger, one of their super chargers or something in your truck to keep rotating them batteries. Now, by the time you do this, here's where the issue gets in, is how many times can you charge them batteries before they go bad? If you're using them every day, day in and day out. I mean, I personally don't see getting a year out of them for the cycles. So now you're out more money because you're having to buy more batteries at $200 a pop. So I don't see the benefit of you saving anything for going battery trimmers. If you're doing battery everything, maybe, but everything I use is battery operated except for a trimmer. I mean, literally, my hedge trimmers, my pole saw, everything I've switched to battery because it's there. It works. It's great. Getting into the trimmer, there's not one on the market that I've personally demoed or tried that will make it past 22 minutes. And that's with a $200 battery. So, it's not on, man. I do not use contracts. I don't have contracts. Nope, not for residential. No, I do not do contracts at all. I do still have the Red Max. Yep, it's right there. Right there. Yeah, the hedge trimmers, man, great. Just not. Ben, what's up, man? What's up, Ben? Ben. When we get ours When we got ours, the dealer was out of the standard charger, so we got a free upgrade to the fast charger. New video tonight. Hello, Logan. DLT says, hi, Ben. There's a company down here in Florida. They offer all battery-powered cuts, no gas-powered anything. Wow. You're dead on out the batteries. I would hope this would not be the case in 5 to 10 years. Right. Yeah, I mean, maybe in 5 to 10 years, you know, who knows where it's going to be. But as of right now, with the current market, it's not worth it to switch your trimmers over to battery powered. I mean, unless you're a company that's just got money you're trying to throw away, it's just not worth it. The savings is not there, in my opinion. Hello at DLT. Does battery trimmers have the power? They do. You know, I mean, Makita's coming out with a 1 amp, or I think it's a 1 amp. What is it? It's supposed to be a heck of a trimmer. The power's there. I mean, you know, they've got the power, but because they've got the power, they don't have the runtime. They drain a battery, guys, like it is nothing. I mean, literally, you're talking a top-of-the-line battery. You're draining it. If you're running it full power on high, you're getting 20 minutes, you know, average. When you start getting into that slow mode, you might get 24 to 26 minutes. But that slow mode, you know, is going to slow you down. It's not as powerful as the high mode. So, I mean, even on a weekly property, if you were to use it on low, I mean, you're still going to get, if you're trimming, you know, 15, 20 minutes, you're going to be pretty close to being out of battery by the time you're done on that property. So regardless of what you're trimming on. All right. I missed so much. Oh, the trimmers. Well, if you're talking about the hedge trimmers, yes. It really depends on what you're talking about. The hedge trimmers, bam, definitely, man. Awesome. I have never used the rotary scissors. And it's funny, Danger, that you brought this up, because I literally seen something the other day about a guy asking about it on one of the Facebook groups. And it had me interested to see what it was and what it was about. And I'm going to be honest with you, it seems great depending on what you're using it for. Personally, man, I don't know. It's one of those things that really, it depends on what you're using it for. Me personally, I would probably never use it, because it seems like even though the heads are rotating the opposite direction, it seems like it would take so much longer to trim something. And if you watch them, then it really, you know, if you're watching people use it, it seems like it's taking way longer than what it would just be using a string trimmer. But, you know, to have one on the truck for apartment complexes, something like that, when you're around vehicles, probably be great. You know, a great way to, or, you know, I don't know if the Edge Pro keeps the stuff from slinging out as much. But I mean, it seems like it'd be great on something if you're doing apartment complexes for edging, things like that, because you don't have to worry about it slinging anything. What's up, Danny? What's up, Ben? Where are we at? How is Karen? What hedge trimmers do you use? I've got the Milwaukee hedge trimmers, and I've got the DeWalt hedge trimmers. I just got the new DeWalt hedge trimmers last month. They sent them to me. So I'll be trying them out this year. They're the, you know, get the battery powered, but I mean, I've had my Milwaukees for a couple years, and I love the fire out of them. Have to run. God bless you all. Do you have a late fee for non-payment? And how do you enforce them with no contract? It's simple. My clients are pretty good clients. We have an understanding. Most all of my clients, let me explain this. Most all of my clients are, I got to keep the thing here. Most all of my clients have been with me for minimum 2+ years. When I gain a new client, It is from the beginning. This is how it works. I come to your property. I give you an estimate. I tell you a month is required up front before I step foot on your property. After 6 to 7 months of you prepaying, then I will start billing you weekly. After that year, if everything goes well, the next year, I will bill you weekly, monthly, however is best for you. But the first year, we're going to get on a same page, and we are going to, work out everything, and you're going to get to know me. I'm going to get to know you, and we're going to go from there. If you do not pay within, this is just what I do, okay? Let's say the next year, I show up to your property, I mow, I send you the bill for the month. The month after that, we'd mowed the month. I send you a bill. If you have not paid me by the next mow, you don't get mowed. If I show up to your property, it's all in. This is how I do it, and it's not under contract. You're totally correct. But when I send out an estimate for a quote, they accept that. Okay, so I guess you could say it is a contract because it is all in the quote in the notes section of how everything's going to be done. And then they have to send me a confirmation email saying they accept. So I guess that is, in a way, kind of a contract without a signature. But they're accepting it, saying, hey, they agree to this. What is your favorite backpack blower? Man, I like the 8010. That's what I've got. I've got the 8010, and it works for me. I love it. I've got the 770 as well, but I do a lot of blowing over sidewalks and things like that. Grass back over sidewalks, commercial properties, and the 8010 just, I can ride my mower at pretty much full throttle, and just wide open the backpack blower and blow all the grass back over the curb and not worry about it, and move on with my day. Spent far too long on our video today. Got carried away. I get carried away. Am I too late for the party? No, man. You've been here. What? It's 8:25. You sent that, so it was probably about 25 minutes. Not even 23, somewhere around in there. Gotta go. Good night, everyone. Logan, have a good one. My mom used to be in lawn care back then, and she said the SRM 210 is it is a 21.2 cc. That is correct. Yeah, for a trimmer, man, it's not. Yeah, you're not going to have any problems cutting grass with any trimmer. When it's going to slow you down. I mean, you put that 21 cc up against the 25 or a 30 cc, and watch the difference. It's amazing. But there's no issues with a 21, the 210. I think it was the 210 I had. That was back in 07 or 06 or 07. I had that. Justin, thank you, man. Justin, thank you. I'm catching up to the comments, everybody. Dan's Lawn and Snow in the house. He's going to sit in the background the rest of the night. Andrew, I'm great, man. How are you doing? About $300 for the head. Doesn't shoot off a lot of debris and helps for low-cut grass. There you go. Ultima is out of here. Don't know how long that missed. Missed that one, DLT. Karen is doing great. Thanks for asking. Jake Sherman, I run the Echo 3020. I don't use the 3020 very often for weekly service, man. That thing is just a beast. And I got a video coming about, and when I say that thing's a beast, the string trimmer, guys, I'm using on stuff that's, the size of my finger in a retention pond, and this stuff's taller than I am. And you'll see. It's great. It's great. Video coming soon. I am very much new to this whole lawn thing, but I am Cool, man. Thanks for the insight, Lawn Kings. No problem. Jake, anyone here is to help. Bought a $500 hat today and got a free find. Have a good night, everyone. Evening. She has an edger. Oh, an edger that's an SRM 210. Yeah, overgrown edges, man. You're gonna notice a difference. The more you get into this business, the more you'll start to understand things, and it'll start opening your eyes of what power will actually do for you, for sure. What's up, Minnesota? Minnesota Lawn and Landscape. JP, how you doing, man? DJ Don in the house. Andrew, hello. I love the 2620T. I love the 2620T, man. East Tennessee Lawn Care, what's up? What is up? Business talk. That's right. Business talk. Talk business. I'm excited. I'm going to start work tomorrow. It's going to be fabulous. I am so ready. So ready. I got two 2620Ts. Yeah, man, they're great. Great trimmers for sure. I'm hoping to try a 2320T soon. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I really don't need another trimmer, but man, it's lightweight, and for weekly maintenance, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Converted my BRD 280 to an edger. I've got the 280 PAS system, so I could, I guess, add the edger attachment to it. I used to have the hedge trimmers, the articulating hedge trimmers for it, and I got a buddy that has a PAS system. He ended up buying and needed them, so he has them now. Boom. Look at that. Y'all come in, smash that like button, man. Smash the like button, just hit it. Well, hit it once, because if you hit it twice, it goes away. Don't do that. I had a 535 back in 14 and ran it for a year. The guy I sold it to is still running it to this day and puts it to ultimate power and will swing 0.130 string. I see your setup. Well, I've got video coming soon. The ultimate solo lawn care setup. People will be like, why do you got 10 trimmers? Because they don't realize, there's edgers and everything else in the market. So they think, because that's what you've got. Instead of watching your video, they just comment, why do you have 10 trimmers? If you would have watched the video, you would have known that I don't have 10 trimmers. Just goes to show you what people will do to make you think they're watching when they're not. Remember that. Dang, it's only been 33 minutes. Thank you all for smashing the like button. They don't understand. No, they don't. It's like, man, do you not get that there's edgers and bed redefiners and PAS systems and other things? Yep, we may do a lawn care setup. If I do, I think it's just going to be, I'm going to pull my mowers out, and then I'll just do like a garage rotation of showing things, but that way I ain't got to pull everything out and have it all in my driveway like I did last year. That took forever to do that video. Like, wow. Wow, wubsy. All right, the comments quit. No more comments. If it looks like a trimmer, it's a trimmer. I guess. Looks like a trimmer? That's a trimmer. All right, let's see. I have close to 10 different trimmers, 3 Husqvarna, and the rest are steel. I'm not really watching. What's up? I'm ready to get back to work. Me too. Grass hog, I am ready. Are you planning on buying any new equipment this year? Oh, it's been so tough. I always want to buy stuff. But, do I need it? No. And I honestly probably will not. I don't know. If I was going to buy anything new, I would be looking at a leaf vac setup or, with a dump trailer, because dump trailer you can use for multiple things. And the one thing I will be getting, the one thing I'll be getting for sure, if I ever get this stupid thing done, is a sprayer, a spreader sprayer. So, we'll see. We'll see. I really want a Z spray or still, what is it? The steel green. We'll see. I want, I eventually want to get an aerator. And if I got an aerator, it would probably be the Stinger aerator. So we'll see what happens, and everything. I'm just like, hey man, we'll see what happens, and with the business this year, and I mean, I want the clients to back up my purchase. I don't want to just be buying something and then having to pick up the clients after that. I want the clients to make my purchase worthwhile. What do you clean your equipment with? It depends. Usually it's ZEP 505. It's kind of funny. I was using ZEP 505, and then ZEP started sponsoring people to use their product. I wasn't one of them people, guys. That's what I use without being sponsored. But there's another thing I've been thinking about trying it. It's just, man, I don't know. It seems so strong. But it's something power, purple, not purple power. I've used purple power. My second would be purple power probably. It's good stuff. But there's something at Walmart. It's called Super Clean, I think. And I've been thinking about trying it, but I don't know how it's going to work with the paint. Or, I see people doing it, but I've never seen nobody, I don't know. Are they diluting it? Like, what's going on? I don't know what's going on. Well, guess we'll see. They think you're an actor who plays the role of a solo lawn care guy. Right, yeah, I guess so. Who all else is going to buy new stuff? I used to have a 130. It did have good power, but it lacks it compared to the 131 and my new 535. That's what I want as a dump trailer. Yeah, that's what, man, I see so many people, and I'm like, man, I could really justify that. But I want to get into knowing the lawn care side of it more and getting into fertilization and stuff probably first before it just seems like if I could be that company that could be everything and do, your lawn plus do your fertilization and all that stuff, I would feel better, I guess. I don't know. Bought a new trailer, walker, mower, and a 36-inch walk behind, trying to not buy anything else. Dang, man, power's just killing it. It's okay to buy new stuff, boys. We all do it. Yeah, man, I buy so much stuff, but it's usually like stuff I don't even need to begin with. And Super Clean is good. I may have to try it. That mower right there, after I get done mowing tomorrow, it really needs to be clean. So I'm probably going to clean it. And I've got to go to Walmart anyway. So, I might be buying some Super Clean. And I might spray half the deck with Super Clean, half the deck with my ZEP, and see which one works the best. We may do that. I think that's a good video coming soon. Is the 2320 a new model? It is lighter. It is lighter than the 2620. It is a new model. They are releasing this year. I think it's spring. I don't think my dealer has it yet, but we'll see. I think it's supposed to come out. If it's not already out at your dealer, then it'll be out next month probably. Or I'm sorry, this is March. It'll probably be out this month. But yes, it is a new thing. It's one of the 2020 releases. It was one of their new 2020. For their 2020 event last year that we went to, it was one of their new 20 products for 2020 that they're releasing. It is a T model, so it is a torque model. There is a video on that I put up. I mean, it seems like a nice trimmer, and it is light. It's literally about like the 225, so 10 pounds or so. But I mean, we'll see for what it is. I mean, I like my Echo products. I really want to try one. That 260, that Red Max 260 is very light, guys. That thing's like 10.8 pounds. And it's a 25 cc. So it's just how long is it going to last? How's it going to hold up? And that's pretty much why I bought it. I bought the Husqvarna to see how I would like it. I didn't like it. I sold it. I bought the Red Max. I seemed to like it, so I kept it. I'm all about trying new things. I don't believe there's a benefit for me saying, hey, Echo's the best. It's just what I prefer to use. But I also prefer to go out and try new products and, keep up with the market and see what's out there. Go to the post office after work. I wonder if they'll deliver. I wonder if they deliver to P.O. boxes. I guess they would have keys to bins and stuff, right? Yeah, I'll definitely go and see Moco, and if not, then it'll probably be Monday, of course. But you cannot send me into Rural King with any kind of cash. I've never been to a Rural King. Never been. Super clean. Super clean. You like super clean? I used to clean all the time, and it works great. It's basically a degreaser. Yeah, because I've got a bunch of, all that black stuff that gets on the front of your deck. Even if you wash it without scrubbing the crap out of it, you're not getting that stuff off. But yeah, I think I'm going to buy some and see. It's in dealers now because I just saw it at my dealer. Sweet. Then sweet. I thought the 2320 shipped to dealers back in October. I don't know. I know they had a lot of different stuff at that event. And I know, there's some of the generators and stuff that they released that still not, out. They haven't sent. So, it really, I guess, just depends on the product. Somewhere down the line, we will end up using things that we buy. That is a true statement. A couple of chips in the deck of my new Titan. What do you recommend for paint? Oh, man. Toro makes their own paint. And if I was going to do it, I would definitely buy the Toro paint. But the thing is, if you're wanting to do that, if you just bought a new mower, I'm going to tell you what I would do if I bought a new mower personally. If I personally bought a new mower tomorrow, the first thing I would do is it would be at a shop getting ceramic coated. I'm not even lying, guys. It would be at a shop getting ceramic coated because I'm going to tell you, I've seen people that ceramic coat their whole deck and everything. Super easy to keep clean. No grass clumping under the bottom. I mean, it's well worth the money in my opinion for, the $300 to $500 depending on where you get it done at. I would do it all day long. All day long. Danny, we made it home early in the house. That's great news, man. That is great news. Hopefully y'all been at home for a minute. Hopefully y'all just didn't get home because it's like 8:40 here. Almost 8:50 here. And golly, I don't know. Y'all were pretty much what? I guess y'all probably were still 8 hours away. That package you sent us was amazing. Oh, Acme, don't ruin it for me, Acme. Just because you got the great stuff, just joking. Steve, what's up? Chipping already, only 140 hours. Oh yeah, see, it's hard to keep them, it's hard to keep them clean. is a Tractor Supply on steroids. The Real King Rehab sells all kinds of steel and lawn and garden equipment, plus work clothing. Wow. Yeah, man, it's real hard. My deck is, I mean, my mowers are clean, but you know, even taking care of them, I've still got dents and, you know, not dents, but I've still got chips of paint and things like that. And so, you know, I mean, it's just something that comes with the territory after, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how long I would take it, before I traded my equipment in. I don't know. I'm a maintenance freak, so I don't know. I'll probably trade it in once every 5 years, possibly. Just trade it in once every 5 years and get done. And that way, you know, I can use that for a write-off for, you know, the next 5 years. So I may end up doing that. I don't know. I still got some years to go on that. Working on my video. And yes, we just got home about 10 minutes ago. Wow. Well, at least you're home. Nothing like being home. I bet KK and the wife are so ready to be in their own beds, man. I bet you're ready to be in your own bed. I know after a weekend, anywhere, I don't care where it's at. I could be at Disney World having the time of my life. After a couple days, I'm ready to be back home. I'm just like, oh my God, I miss my bed so much. Nothing like being at your own house. Trying to make money, and I also want to start my own business when I'm older. Man, if you start now, Jake, you'll be golden, dude. Now's the time to start your business. Yep, that SRM would be great for 4 yards. Happy to hear it made you whirly. How many customers do you have in average lawn square foot? I'll start out with 44 this year, and my average, if you average, I guess my average lawn is around probably 10 to 15,000 square foot would be my average lawn. Now I've got some acres, you know, that I do. I've got a, you know, business that's about 2 acres. I've got a 3-acre property. I've got an 1.5 acre property. I got a 2-acre property, another acre property. I've got another one's a 1/2 acre. I've got another 2, it's probably around 2.5 acres. So, I mean, I've got some properties that are, but majority of them are in between that 10 to 15,000 square foot range. At Acme, y'all been going all out lately editing. Thanks for great Oklahomans. Power. I know my parents had it for 30 plus years. Just keep at it. You'll make it. Always be on time. Always honor your word and do good work. That is a true statement. That is a true statement. Worley, here's the thing, man. Look, check this out. He says, this was one hell of a last few days, but you wouldn't have got to meet the great people. Some of the great people you hung out with last night, you wouldn't have got to meet if it didn't happen. So you know what? Kind of a good thing. Kind of a good thing. Maybe you needed that extra day of rest instead of rushing around, you know? So, you know, everything happens for a reason. I believe everything happens for a reason anyway. So, you know, I mean, there's some reason behind it. Too much time on my hands. We're about ready to get back to the basics, I think. Yeah, the basics. Do you have full-time workers? Brian, no, I don't. I am honestly looking right now into how to go about hiring somebody because I really want to benefit this year and be able to blow some properties out of the water way quicker than what it is doing it solo. So I am actually looking right now into like Gusto for the W-2, I guess the payroll side of things. And then I'm trying to find a good company that's not going to drain my wallet on workman's comp. And, I know the first thing I got to do is get an actual EIN. Being solo operator, usually, sole proprietor, usually you're just using your social security number. So, we'll see what happens with that. But yes, I am looking at hiring and doing it the right way. And so, that's something that hopefully grows my business this year is what I'm hoping to do. So we'll see. We'll see. Also, have a Kawasaki KGT 27cc trimmer and a Shindawa. How you liking that new mower, Steve? True, Danny. Yeah, man, it's getting busy already. Calls daily lately. I'm going to go live myself here shortly, about 10:15. He said it's going to be a good one. So it's what, 9 there? Is it 9 there? Steve, it's 9 there, right? So about another 15 minutes. Savage. Would you recommend getting an edger from Home Depot? That's where I bought my first one at, Jake. Nothing wrong with it, man. Nothing wrong with it. I will come in there, Steve. Yeah, I know the EIN is very easy to get with. So I know that's the first step. I need to get an EIN. I plan on switching my business over to the soap proprietor. Well, I can't be a sole proprietor LLC, so I plan on switching over to an LLC, figuring out, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that because I can hire people being a sole proprietor. So I need to, the next thing I need to look into is workman's comp, where that's going to come from, how much that's going to cost me. Is it going to benefit me to do that, to have an employee, and, how much am I going to save? Time-wise, is it going to be worth to do all this? And I think it is. I've did my math and things, and I really think it's going to save time over the long run if I can find a company that's not charging me, a ton of outrageous money for workman's comp. And then I've been told Gusto is a real good company to work for with payroll. And it's only like $30 a month. And so and this is coming from somebody who runs a pretty good, very, very successful company. And so, yeah, I'm pretty excited. I've got big things that I've got planned, in my head that I want to do this year. And now it's just setting them into place. And, after setting all winter, it's like, man, I really don't want to work tomorrow. But then, I went out there and I loaded, I greased my ball hitch up and I greased my my wheel bearings and made sure everything was good on the trailer before I, took it out on the road. Did all my little maintenance on it and made sure everything was great to go. And it pumped me up, man. It pumped me up. I'm like, oh, let's go. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready. Buy what you can afford, Jake. Then as you bring in more money, you'll be able to upgrade to bigger and better things as you grow. Boom. Boom. Avenging Night needs to have a live, man. Yo, what's up? Unbox Warehouse. Unbox Warehouse. New one. I haven't seen that name. Dan, Lon, and Snow. Come on, man. It's time for you to say hi, what's up in the background. What do you think about Toro mowers? Man, look, that's all I run. Personally, Unbox Warehouse, welcome to the channel. I've not seen your name before, but I demoed everything in my personal area whenever I was looking for a mower, and Toro blew me out of the water. I'm going to be honest with you. It was the last thing on my list to ever think about buying because I had an old Toro 30-inch Timemaster that just and so it was the last thing. It wasn't a commercial unit by any means. And so when I was looking, hey, it was the last thing I ever thought I would have demoed. and it was the last thing I actually demoed. And I'm going to tell you, I fell in love with the thing. So they just sent me a 2020 50-inch zero turn with my, did you get the time? Is it the time cutter or is it the Titan unbox? Which one is it? I had the 54-inch time cutter they sent me with the my ride and the 60-inch Titan. So I'm guessing it's probably the time cutter they sent you. I need to subscribe to your channel, man. Unbox Warehouse. All right, let's see. I've done yard cleanups today and scored a landscape job at the neighbor's house. That's how you do it right there. Neighbors, love it. Fired up. Fired up. Do you have the normal grandstand or the multi-force? I have a normal grandstand. Is it? Yes, it is compatible nitro. You can get that. You can get that Big League Lawns for any mower. You go to their website. How you do this, I'm going to tell you the best way to do this. Measure from the middle of your wheel to the middle of your wheel. So from the left of your middle to the right of your middle, get that measurement. Find the closest kit to that. Like you'll put in your mower information. It'll ask you what size you want. And so once you do that, then what you're going to want to do is get on the website. You're going to type in your mower, click on all this stuff, and then you're going to pick the one closest to the center of your wheel to the center of your wheel, and that's the one you're going to want to buy. They make it for anything. Most Skags already have a stripe kit on it. Skag calls it a this is not even an opinion, guys. This is a fact. Skag calls it a scalp wheel. There's no mower on the market that has scalp wheels on the back that calls them a scalp wheel. No mower in the world has them on the back and calls them a scalp wheel. It is a stripe kit. That is what it is called. And that's just what it is. So most Skag mowers already come with a stripe kit on it. Now, them wheels on the back can be adjusted lower or higher. So, depending on what kind of grass you're mowing, if you're mowing let's say you're mowing 3.5 inches or higher, then move that wheel down and see how it's going to do before you go buy a stripe kit. But yeah, that's what it is. And a lot of people are, they listen to Skag calls it scalp wheels. That it's a stripe kit, guys. That's exactly what it is. There's no reason for it to be there otherwise. So yeah, but yes, it will fit on the Skag. Works great. Works absolutely great. Tulsa area here. Man, you ain't far. You ain't far if you're in Tulsa. Sent me the new 20. Okay, let's see. Anybody in Tulsa? What's up? Just watching the good lives. There's Dan. See, I knew he was in the background. He's in the background. I don't know if he listens or, he probably got headphones in listening, watching a game or something. The time cutter. They also sent me a 60-volt mower and blower and weed eater. I'm just waiting for the grass to grow. I'd be interested to see what the 60-volt does, man. I think they sent it to me because I have a #1 video on YouTube for electric lawnmower. Sweet. Yeah, I'm going to have to go check out your channel. Going to have to go check out your channel. Unbox Warehouse. My dealer is going to be putting mine on Monday. That is the stripe kit. See, it's not the scalp wheel kit, Hey, Danny, on my grandstand, I'm going to be putting a checkmate striper because I want to use one. Okay. Because that's what I want to use. Oh boy, keeps saying that Toro striper is better. No. Yeah, I guarantee you, I will put money on this any day. I don't care where you're at, what area you are in, or anything. If you compare the Toro OEM stripe kit for the grandstand compared to the Checkmate will blow it out of the water. I will bet with anybody on that. It will blow it out of the water. You were talking the one for Toro not only scrapes up your platform like crazy, but it don't have the weight. There is not a lot of weight on it. It might be 15 to 20 pounds is what it feels like anyway. It could be a little heavier, but you're talking about the Checkmate 50 pounds. That thing is pulling some grass over for a stripe. So listen, I will promise you the Checkmate is 200% better than the OEM stripe kit from Toro any day. Regardless of whether it's the roller or the rubber piece on the back of the deck. The Checkmate will blow it out of the water. KLC, what's up, man? KLC. Anybody heard of Green Thumb? That sounds familiar. Spooking. Oh, Deputy Cruz is spooking. Ton of weed eaters. See, here we go. I told y'all. What did I tell y'all? We was just talking about this earlier. Everybody sees that and thinks it's trimmers. Everybody sees that and says, man, you've got 10 trimmers. Why do you have 10 trimmers for? See? I love it. You proved my point, Unbox Warehouse. You proved the point. Proved a point. Checkmate is better. Thank you. I tried telling him, but he's more hard-headed than that. Yeah, Checkmate. All the way, Alpha. All the way. Smith, what's up, man? Unbox Warehouse, we've got a trimmer here, a trimmer here, and a trimmer here. This is an edger, this is a PAS, and this is a bed redefiner. So it really depends, Dan, on what mower you're buying it from and how big of a deck you're getting it from. But it could be upwards of, anywhere from $300. I think the one for the Z Master was $3. I think. God, it's been years. It's around 350. I think, maybe. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I know the one for the 30-inch Timemaster was only it was right at 200 for it. So it might have been around 300 for the other ones. I think the one for the Grandstand was less than $300. Not Australian. Some are just fake props. That's it. Hashtag. It's all fake, guys. Do you not understand? I sit at home and just make YouTube videos. I don't do any mowing. It's all green screened effect. I got a green screen right there. Like literally, there's my green screen right there. That bag right. Oh, actually, it's right here. This bag right here. Unfolds a big green screen. It's all fake, man. It's all fake. I use real blades. I don't use knockoff blades. I've been told that, whether you buy the Oregon or whether you buy the Toro OEM or Skag OEM, it's the exact same thing. I personally don't know. I wish I could confirm that because if it was, I'd probably buy Oregon blades and save money. But I've been told that OEM blades are made of better quality metals. And so personally, I buy OEM. My Grandstand is a 48, and I love Skag high lift blades. And it's Skag regular blades. And they don't call them high lifts; they call them Skag regular, just like Toro is. With Toro, it's a high lift. So yeah, I love just buying the regular OEM blades. But when it comes to sharpening them, I've got several sets of blades for each mower, and I change them out daily. I keep a set on my truck, an extra set. I change them out in the morning. There's an extra set on my truck in case something happens. I can switch out a blade. I can switch out all three blades if I want to. So, it's really just what you want to do. But personally, I keep a spare set of both on my truck. Then every day I change out to a new set. I change out blades every day. I sharpen my blades at the end of the week. I sharpen my blades. Literally every single week I sharpen my blades. And for one reason I do this, I could probably go 2 weeks without sharpening blades. But I love being able to cut quality. Cut quality is everything. You go mow a lawn with dull blades, you're going to start noticing eventually brown tips. You're going to start showing up and it's going to be brown tips. And you're going to be like, what in the world's going on? Does it have a fungus, or does it have this? Or, it's literally, but anyway, it's more than likely because your blades are dull. And so I keep sharp blades because I want my customers' lawns looking beautiful. And, anybody who knows anything, let's say they go and research, why is my lawn, brown? I'm the one cutting their lawn, but let's say they decide to go research it. That looks very bad on me, because they're like, well, God, this guy don't sharpen his blades. He's causing he's just freaking coming and chopping my grass, and he ain't caring about my lawn. You run across some people that will go and they will literally start researching things like this. So you don't want to be that company. My blades are changed daily. Sharp blades put on daily. If I mow, let's say I mow, I've got some properties that I mow in the morning time when it's kind of wet. And I'm going to show you all this test because I think it's funny. But anyway, that they're kind of wet in the morning. I mow them, but they're very weedy. They're commercial, just like they were built in a field, After mowing them properties, I will scrape my deck and my blades are changed. Regardless, I scrape my deck, I change my blades, regardless of whether they're sharp or not. I don't want that getting onto a nice customer's property and giving them issues, with weeds and things like that. I'm pretty picky. I'm pretty picky. But I want to see what y'all's opinion on this is, because I'm going to do a video this year. I did it last year and I did it consistently just to see. And I will tell you, it is I'll tell you the results I found. Let me go through the comments because I'm like missing all kinds of stuff. My 36, yes, Dan's Lawn, you can put a checkmate on walk behind mowers. You can, yes, sir. My 3620 trimmer didn't want to turn on today and yesterday. You might know what's wrong with it. Is the on switch on? I'm just asking, Romero. Okay, so Romero, let me ask you this. How do you start your equipment? Do you give it gas when you start it? I know you're not just somebody who started out, but I've got to ask to get to know what could be the issue. Are you giving it gas when you're trying to start it? I really have learned so much from your channel. You're the best. Nitro, thank you, man. That's comments like that really keep me doing what I do, He said more info would help. Lanier, I'm with you. Daily blades. I dislike separated grass blades. Must have nice smooth edges. Just saying. I'm looking at a Kubota gas and diesel SZ series stand-on mowers, which use the same blades. Sweet. Hey, you can't beat the same blades. He said serrated. I dislike serrated. There we go. Okay. Romero, with Echo equipment, you're probably flooded it. Let me grab my 3020T and I will show you exactly how I start every piece of Echo equipment I've ever had. And I've never had any issues. I just want to show you, okay? I'm glad that's out. All right, let me go grab it. Let me grab my 3020. All right, as y'all can tell, it looks brand new. That's how well I take care of my equipment. All right, Romero, here's what you do, man. You see this little prime button back here? I know you know what I'm talking about. You want to prime this about 7 times. Now mine's been setting, so I'm gonna do it a little more. But prime it. So you've been using it, prime it about 7 times. That's it, okay? Turn your choke on, pull it 2 to 3 times until you hear it go to start. Watch. Oh, might help if you got the button on. See how it went to start? Turn your choke off, no gas. Don't give it gas at all. No gas whatsoever, because you will flood the crap out of these. So I would suggest, this thing hasn't been started in over a year, guys. Promise. I would suggest taking your plug out, cleaning your plug, because you probably flooded it. You probably flooded it. Prime it, choke it, pull it till it goes to, you go to hear it, try to start, take the choke off, pull it. It should fire right up, and just let it sit for a minute and warm up. I never give any of my equipment gas. Never. I found out giving an Echo, with a steel, you give it gas. I found out a long time ago when I run steel equipment, give it fuel. When I run Echo equipment, never give it fuel. So you probably flooded it. Clean your plug out, and literally I would take your plug out, I would clean it, put it back in, and just let it set overnight. But definitely check your plug, because it could have fouled your plug out. But put it back in and just do it like that, man. No gas. Don't give it gas. Because I found out with Echoes from years ago when I first started using them, you will flood them giving them gas. It's not like using a steel trimmer. All right, let's see. What's up, Solomon in the house? Solomon in the house. What's up, Deputy Cruz? The truck is now in Big Daddy's hands. It's officially mine. Woo woo. No problem, Romero. No problem. Watch him forget to turn on the shutoff. So see, hey, it's back on. I turned it back on when I shut it off. I always forget about it, because usually I got them on usually it's always on. But I haven't used them, so they've just been setting. I've never had to give any of my machines gas when starting, regardless of brand. Yeah, man. With steel, it seems like the 4-strokes I had, man, give them a little bit of gas, because I could never not get them started without giving them a little bit of gas. They would start and run, way quicker giving them a little bit of fuel than they would not. And then again, it could be the different areas as well. I don't know where you're at, but could have to do with elevation and things like that. I mean, there's a lot in play, but I never give any of my Echo equipment gas. Literally. I'm getting a KM131R with a 12-inch and 16-inch chainsaw attachment for tree trimming and felling trees. Okay. Do they have carb is tuned and how you're starting it? Could be. Could be. Every piece of steel equipment I've ever bought here has been like that. Has been like that, period. So, I mean, yeah, it could be the way they tune them. I don't know. Speaking of that, my SRM 210 won't start without giving it gas before started. Now, see, the older Echoes are like that. It's literally the same way my old Echo was. My old gray one was the exact same way. I mean, give it some fuel. Boom. The new ones, I tried doing that, and man, it was a nightmare. I was like, what in the world am I doing wrong? And come to find out, I was just flooding the dead gum thing. So I literally quit giving it any gas with the newer styles, the orange ones like this. I've never had an issue with them. So I just started doing it like that. What up, David? David in the house. David in the house. What advice would you give as learning how to sharpen blades? Oh, Nitro, let me ask you this, man. There's a couple different things, but my best question is, how many properties do you have? How many properties do you have? How many mowers are you running? Let's start there. I keep my stills every 4 years and trade them in. Trade them in. Pretty much right when the warranty goes up. With a steel, all you got to do is prime it 5 times, choke it, pull it. It burps, pull it once more, and it should stop. Man, look, I will go to my buddy's house and show you that that don't work. That don't work. There's a video, guys. It's funny. There's a video. I did 15 to 20. Okay. How many hours are on your grandstand? A good friend of mine has over 3K. I don't have anywhere close to that, Franco. Nowhere close to that. It's only a year and a half old, man. If you're running regular blades, if you got an angle grinder, I would probably look into the All-American blade sharpener, because you can hook your grinder up to it, set your angle that you need to keep your, your 30, 35 degree, whatever your mower company recommends. And, as long as you're doing it, then get a flat disc, put on there, and literally just use that. I was sharpening so much that it was just so time consuming with a grinder and things. I just bought the RBG 712. It was $400, but I tell you what, it's the best investment I've ever made. I don't have to adjust any wheel. I don't have to dress any wheel to sharpen them. I literally turn it on, run my blade through it, put it on the balancer, and move on. It is literally the best investment I've ever made. And even being a solo guy with, little over 40 properties, I was almost 60 one year, and I got picky, got rid of bi-weeklies, just become a pain in my butt, and moved on with it. So, 15 to 21 right now. Okay. How many hours are on? Oh, yeah, been through that. How often should you sharpen the blades with 60 to 70 yards? Look, man, we were talking about this earlier, Steven. I literally change my blades every day. My blades are I could put a brand spanking sharp set on there not brand new, but I put, a sharp set on every day, daily. I put a sharp set on. And I'll explain this again of the reason I do. I'm on my 17th mower, which is a Husqvarna and nothing but junk. Sounds like it's time to switch, Mike. Sounds like it's time to switch. Worley, I do this for several reasons, and I was explaining it earlier. In a quick overview, I guess, of it, is because let's say you're mowing this property, and they start noticing that their lawn has brown tips in it. It's looking dead. The grass underneath is green. You got brown tips. So what happens is you will literally have some clients that research this. Hey, why's my lawn turning brown? I water it. I do all the stuff I need to do. And then they find out that it's because you probably are using dull blades cutting their lawn. And so, they don't look good on you as a company. So I change my blades every day. Every day they're changed. At the end of the week, I get up all my blades and I sharpen them all. And then I'm ready for the next week. But, that's just what I do personally. Honestly, if it was, if I was running that many yards, I'd still probably change them daily, if not every 2 days. So I would change them, I'd have a new set on Monday, I would have a new set on Wednesday, and I would probably put a new set on Friday. But I have one of those Gorilla Cart wheelbarrows. Man, I've been looking at them things, but I don't know. Oregon makes a good, easy to use blade grinder under $300. Wrong. That is the worst freaking purchase I ever made, Cruz. Ever. Well, you need to buy some new blades, Worley. Buy some extra sets, man. Get 3 to 4 extra set blades, and that way you can switch them out. Because, if you've only got one set of blades, let's say you go to a property and you hit a pole or you hit something in the ground and you just dented that blade all to crap or bent the blade. Now you're taking time out of your day to go to a dealer, buy a new set, and go through that. So I would definitely recommend at least 4 sets per mower, minimum. I've got 4 sets per mower, I think, plus a set of mulching blades. And I was talking to somebody last week about buying 3 more sets of blades and throwing the old blades away, because I don't know, no real reason. Let me get into this Oregon thing. I bought the Oregon 1/2 horsepower blade grinder with the wheel. You have to keep that wheel adjusted, guys. That wheel does not stay at a 30-degree angle. You better have a blade that's got a 30-degree angle on it to keep that wheel adjusted. Else your angle's going to get off. Once your angle gets off, you're going to start losing sharpness from cutting the grass. Not only does it require raising or keeping the wheel adjusted, it also requires, per Oregon, to dress the wheel. That way it continues to sharpen your blades. When you spend, in my opinion, $300+ on a blade grinder, sharpener, there are way better things out there for the money with no adjustments, no maintenance, no nothing. I used the Oregon I used it for a pretty good while in my business, but I'm going to be honest, I could sharpen a blade way quicker with a grinder than I could with that thing, even at the correct angle. That was the 1/2 horsepower. I don't know if the 3/4 horsepower is any better, but I do know that most, even RBG makes one that's like the Oregon one. Bradley makes one. Personally, I would not recommend one of them to my worst enemy. Once you use something like this RBG that has no adjustments, you literally just flip the switch, run your blade through there, and done with it. You will never look at a Oregon sharpener again because of the maintenance it saves you in the long run from having to adjust your wheel to get that correct angle and from having to dress the wheel and things like that. After some stream the other night, I ordered some of those Cujos. Oh, man. They are awesome. Come already. Broke in, been buying $15 shoes for 15 years, $120 on Amazon. Moco, you could have got them cheaper, bro. I got a discount code, homie. Moco. Only thing I'm buying from Husqvarna is their new Husqvarna ST430, a 20 horsepower, 30-inch snowblower, which is powerful. Wow, $3,300. Holy moly. Really, Danny, I like ours. Note we changed the grinding rock to an extra smooth. Yeah, see, that may change. I don't know if you still have to adjust it or not. I know the wheel that came with the one that I bought, they recommended you dress the video or you dress the wheel ever so often, and you ever so many sharpenings, you adjust the wheel again. And the wheel that I had, it didn't have a wheel on top. You used a wrench, you know, that came with it to adjust it, and it was just a pain in the ass. I've got videos of using the RBG, Deputy. You should definitely, like, I mean, if you've ever thought about it, man, it's so fun. It's so quick, and I can sharpen. I don't know. Well, there's two sides to the wheel, so once you know the wheel gets grinded down on one side, I just flip the wheel over and use the other side. So you'll be able to sharpen like 300 sets of blades before you ever have to get a new wheel. A new wheel is around 40 to 50 bucks, depending on where you get it. I mean, well worth it. Just well worth it. It's been the best investment I ever made. I absolutely freaking just wanted to kick that Oregon one in the freaking teeth if it had it, because it just seemed like it took forever. But I didn't change it to, I didn't change the wheel out that it came with. It had the regular wheel on it. I bought it brand new, and I hated that thing. I absolutely hated it. Once again, personal opinion. Personal opinion. JM, what's up, man? I want to buy an RBG Powers. Yeah, man, it's what works for y'all. I have nitro. There's a video. I think there's plenty. If you type in RBG 712, I'm pretty sure I've got 3 or 4 videos on it. JM, sweet deal, man. Sweet deal. I freehand it, kind of. I got a $1,200 sharpener, and it burns the crap out of my... What did you buy? Sounds like you bought a Magnamatic or something. See, I would never own one of them neither. If I was going to spend over $1,000, I would spend the extra. If I had $1,000 to spend on a blade grinder, I would just buy a damn belt sander. Literally, I mean, just spend the $2,000 to $3,000 and get a belt sander, the best on the market, the best there is, and never have to worry about it again. Yeah, see, I think Magnamatics are literally, once again, personal opinion, I think they're the biggest waste of money. They're overrated is what I think of them. I keep threatening Acme to visit and bring my dual blades to use his. He bought one because of Danny, Deputy. He bought one because of Danny. Brian's Lawn Maintenance may not tell you this. There's a reason he got rid of that Oregon one and went to an RBG. Danny. I don't even know if Brian has the RBG 712. I think he bought one, but you can come visit me, Deputy. I'm closer than Acme. I'm closer by 5 hours, 4.5, 5 hours. My next mower is a 9.9 horsepower Honda 21-inch with shaft driven blade clutch system with rubber tires, which better than cheap junk plastic wheels. The Mag 8000. I'm buying an Egg 712. Who wants my 1/3 horsepower grinder? RBG. He said, how much, Mo? Free. Who truly needs it? Whoa, wow. I'll take mine to the dealer or use an angle grinder. Yeah, man, you know, JM, you just don't know what you're missing out on, man. You don't know what you're missing out on not only cut quality wise, but keeping the life of your spindles and things, prolonging, I guess you could say, the life of your spindles from doing that. When you use guys, there's so many people use a nail on the wall to balance their things, the problem with that is it don't work. I've got videos out. New blades, are they balanced? More than likely, no. Why do you balance wheels on your truck? to prolong the life of your wheel hubs and things, your shocks. I mean, there's reasons they make this stuff. When I sharpen my blades, I got a balancer that literally balances the blade, and I have no vibration on my mowers. They're very smooth, and they cut like butter, and I love it. Love it. Too bad mowers don't have maintenance-free spindles. Michael, what the hell are you talking about, man? Where have you been? Under a shell? They all my Toros, maintenance-free spindles, man. Maintenance-free spindles. So they do make mowers that are maintenance-free spindles. They do. Do you secure your mowers when they're on the trailer going down the road? Yes, Franco. I use the for the grandstand. I've got them straps that I use to secure it across the back and the front, and then on the Z-Master, I've got the what's it called? The oh my God, the fast strap from Ericsson for it. So yes. Yes, works great. We both go and visit. Don't tell him. We'll surprise him. We'll surprise him. Mimo. Hey, Danny. Okay. What's up, Jared? What's up, man? What's up? Do you still have that FUBU jersey? Man, yeah, of course, homie. I'm FUBU legit, dog. I wished I did. I don't know where that jersey went. I couldn't even begin to tell you where that jersey went. It was probably taken over by one of my friends or something, to be honest with you, growing up. Like, that's probably what happened to majority of my clothes, was because house party is on and then class act is on after. Gonna be a good night. How many lawns you got at Seiko? My Vantage has maintenance-free spindles. Yeah, man. There's a bunch of companies out there that's got maintenance-free spindles. Started last year, have around 20 to 25 clients. He said, class act is on after. We didn't with the old junk Cub Cadet. It fell off. We wouldn't worry about it. At Seiko, how do you have 116 subs and no vids? There's plenty of people that have plenty of subs with no videos, guys. FUBU is so 90s. It was the 90s, Christopher. It was the 90s, man. If you seen, golly, what the hell happened there? If you seen my throwback Friday on my community post on here, then literally it was 98. I guess, 98, 99. FUBU and Jinko jeans. That's right. Had the little guy on the back. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Half that stuff got taken over by friends because when we would go shopping, usually my mom would just give me a credit card and say, here, go get what you want. And so, I got new clothes all the time. And so my friends would, hey, let me borrow this, let me borrow that. And so, I just kind of lost things. I've still got some Tommy Hilfigers, man. And when I say old school Tommies, I've got the old school, not so old school where they had the tag that said Tommy Hilfiger on the, well, maybe they do. I've still got some Painter Jean Tommy Hilfiger. I've still got some. Anyone use Next Insurance? No. I go through Hiscox for my insurance. It's HISCOX, and it costs me, I think it's right at $39 a month for, and I think I've got 2 million, because you can get 1 million, 2 million, 2 million, something else. I'm pretty sure mine's the 2 million something else because of the business. Some of the commercial properties I have require that. Tommy was fire. Yeah, Tommy was fire. I've still got Tommy Hilfiger shirts. I ain't even gonna lie. I've got an old school, y'all mother effers wouldn't even know. I've got a old school. And when I say old school, we're talking 2005, boys. Still got it to this day. I never wear it, but I've still got it. 2005 at least. It might be an 06. I'm pretty sure it was an 05. We're going to say it's an 05 because I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It was a 2005 or 6. I'm pretty sure it's an 05. But it's a Tommy Hilfiger, what is it? One of the feather jackets, one of the throw jacket, whatever they call it. I can't even think of the name of it right now. But, yeah, I've got one. I've still got it. I've never gotten rid of it. It is in my basement right now, unless my wife threw it away. Yeah, it probably ain't worth crap. You know, I mean, honest with you, it probably ain't worth crap. We were looking at a monster mower Kubota. Heated AC cap. I remember it because I had some. Oh my God, we bought those saggy jeans and Big Johnson shirts. Big Johnson shirts, yeah. Johnson Collins, I have the next 2 million insurance, and they have great. How long have you been in business, and how did you get started? Oh man, this will make 4 years. 16, 17, 18, 19. This will make 5 years. To make 5 years, holy crap. I got started by literally quitting a job and saying this is what I was going to do, the end. It's literally what got me started. I had a personal lawn that was very well manicured and taken care of, and the neighborhood loved it. And I got compliments all the time telling me, man, you should do that. You should do that. And I took pride in my lawn. And so I said, well, you know, okay. And so that's literally what happened. Goose down jacket. Yeah. The puffy down jacket. That's it, man. The puffy down, the goose. Yeah. Yep. That's what it is. If you put a 2020 lawn care setup video and I see you truly need it, then I'll send it out when I upgrade. Boom. Look at that. Nothing like, man. Nothing like freaking just it. The community's awesome. Community's awesome. Some of the vintage Jinko stuff is worth a dime money. The puffy down jacket. I checked my email. I got a new commercial account to mow. Sweet. Boom. Boom. Send me contact info. That's awesome, man. Hope when my girlfriend comes home to Canada from U.S. and military, she wants to help paying for me a new mower. That's right. Congrats, Franco. Man, yeah, it's the big puffy jacket, and it's got the Tommy logo like right here on it. Man, that thing was, God, I think it's got a blue collar, and it says Hilfiger across it. Like, yeah, it was like a $300 jacket back then. It was crazy. It was crazy. I've got one. I'm tempted to take y'all to the basement and show you. Let's go for a walk. Y'all ready? We're going to turn the camera. Look, I almost tripped over that thing. Whoever Romero, it's his fault. Look, this is when you got an addiction, guys. This is when you've got an addiction to Dr. Pepper, okay? House is a disaster. We're coming through. Wave at the camera. All right, stay here. All right. Let's see if it's in here. Oh, yeah, there it is, boys. See, I wasn't lying to you. The old puffy jacket, man. The old puffy Hilfiger. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, what y'all know about that? Look at that. It says Tommy Hilfiger across the back. This thing's been setting for years. Still in good shape, though. This thing's been setting. My God. Yeah. Oh, it's got a stain on it. Just been setting. Now that was the Hilfiger jacket to have if you had the money back then. Once again, I guarantee you this thing is 2006. Easily 2006. I've still got some jeans. I've got some of them jeans. While we're down here, show y'all my filthy office. The filthy office setup for y'all to see all of the filth. If you want to be added to the sticker wall, let me know. Sticker wall, let me know. We got, you know, a hat wall, and we do a hanging of the you know, the whatever. We do a little bit of everything. So yeah. All right, back to it. Yeah, boy, the wife hasn't thrown it away yet. Woo woo. Yeah, that's probably man. That thing is so old, so old. What? Anybody know anything about pool, man? What y'all know about some pool? Oh, yep. Old school jacket. You are? Good night. Everybody say good night. The wife's going to lay down, I guess. Did it really, Andy? No way. No way. When? How long ago? How long ago was that, man? I may have to put that bitch on eBay. I may have to put that thing on eBay, man. If they're selling for $225, I get just about my money back out of it. Jeez, all it's doing is sitting down there. All right. Joe Boxer. Oh man, I forgot about Joe Boxer. What else was I used to wear, what was it, Bad Boy? Was it Bad Boy clothing? Had the little guy with the spiked hair or something on it. I don't know. All right, hang on. I'm gonna put this thing back. I think that's what it was called, was Bad Boy, or it was something like that. I forget what it was. God, I can't think of it. That might have been it. Oh, he said, "Wow." All right, if he gets funny, we all rush him. Damn, Tommy. Yeah, see, nice jacket. Yeah, donate that thing already. Oh, come on, man. I know my pool table became my gun cleaning station. Got my pool table at the town maintenance shop. Mistake bid. Y'all smoking? No, we ain't smoking nothing. Is that the nice office chair you were talking about in the stream? Dan, yes. Man, that thing is freaking phenomenal. Bad Boy and Big Dog. I don't think I ever wore the Big Dog. I wore the Bad Boy clothing a lot. Back then, we had where did I get majority of that stuff from? Pretty much all of it came from, see here, it's a girl's store. Down south at the time, it was called Maurice's. And back then, they sold guys and girl stuff. It was like a Macy's or a JCPenney. Massimo, yeah. Yeah, Massimo had the weird looking lettering that was like faded or blurry or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, that office chair, man, sweet. Calvin peeing on Ford or Chevy and Bad Boy Club stuff. Is the hook for the blower the same ones for the trimmers? No, it is not. Got a promo code for the RBG. You know, I've been talking to them, and they've been talking about working with some people. Before you buy one, Moco, let me call them Monday. Let me call them Monday, see what's going on with that. Because when I talked to them at GIE, they were thinking about doing something like that. But let me see where you can get the best price at on one through them. Even if it's calling them direct and saying, hey, you know, this is, you know, Danny sent me blah, blah, blah. Maybe they will do it like that. I'm not sure. Let me talk to them and see, because I know there's been a lot of people trying to get in with RBG, and they told me last year at GIE that we may be doing something soon. So here is the ones I use for the blowers are just the straight long hooks with the end that curls up. So that's the ones I use for the blowers. And then the trimmers are these multi-tool hooks. So the multi-tool hooks are that. And literally that's what I use for the blower tubes to hold them too, is the same thing I use for the trimmers, is, you know, the blower tubes. But yeah, so yeah, they're different. They're different. Yeah, wait. American Eagle. Golly. Yeah, American Eagle. Oh, American Eagle. There was a lot. There was a lot of stuff. What else was out? Man, that's crazy, dude. That was years ago. Remember the shirts that would change color when you breathe on them? Hollister. Don't forget about Gat. Y'all remember the Gosh Bagosh when they came out? Well, I mean, they'd been out for years, but then they trended back up. Sent you a message at Moco. Thanks, man. Nice setup on the Milwaukee tools. Oh, man, I've got so much Milwaukee stuff you don't even know. What do RBGs usually run? Anywhere from $400 to $500, depending on the sale at the time you can find. I got mine. Guys, I got mine for, now this was like 3 years ago. I got mine with an extra disc, an extra grinding disc, plus it came with the grit collector. I got it for $412 shipped to my door. And I haven't found anything like that since. You like my boat shoes? Don't make bad about my boat shoes now. Night All Nitro, have a good one, man. Starter jackets are making a comeback. Man, there was so many things back then. It was crazy. I'm trying to think if it was I'm pretty sure it was Bad Boy Clothing. And the Massimo, yep, that you mentioned. God, there was so much. I don't even remember what else. Adidas was huge back then. I've got pictures of me wearing Adidas shirt, Adidas shorts that matched with Adidas shoes. And like, I mean, God, Adidas was apparently the thing back then. And then, yeah, the FUBU, man. I forgot all about that until I was like looking at it, you know, and then I was like, man, what the heck? Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was a Tommy Hilfiger hat I was wearing. It was just backwards. Starter jackets. I had the Chiefs and the Charlotte Hornets jacket. No Fear shirts. No Fear, that's what it was. No Fear. Yeah, No Fear. That's what I was trying to think of with the big boy or bad boy or whatever. It was No Fear. Yep, that's what it was. No Fear. That's exactly what I was looking for. Was the No Fear. Yep. Yeah, that was big. That was big back then. No Fear. Man, Sean John. I'm looking up No Fear on eBay right now. Buy me one. Buy me a No Fear shirt, Andy. No Fear. Man, I ain't seen that stuff in years, my God. Crazy. Yeah, I know throughout about 2000 and up till about 2010 or so, I was pretty stuck on Hilfiger. Like, I mean, I had Hilfiger short. I've still got Hilfiger shorts. I've got Hilfiger cargo shorts. I've got Hilfiger pants. I've still got Hilfiger shirts. I've got 3 or 4 Hilfiger dress shirts that I still wear. So, what up, Cut and Clean? Hey, we got both Cut and Cleans in here. We got both Cut and Cleans. Nautica. He said, Oshkosh, but gosh for the win. Nautica, yep. I didn't wear much Nautica stuff, though. I'm trying to think, man, if I went through some of my clothes, you'd be like, what in the heck? Yeah, I'm still old school. I still wear a bunch of the old school stuff. I ain't gonna lie. I've still got a Nike jacket. There's a Nike jacket down there by that Tommy Hilfiger jacket. My parents bought me, guys, back in probably 2007 or 2008. One of them 2 years, I guarantee it, for Christmas. And I've still got that thing. I mean, it's a nice jacket. It's a Nike jacket. But, yeah, I mean, I've still got a lot of this stuff. If only I'd kept my Hot Wheels and, all my stuff growing up, man. Golly. Boss jeans. I forgot all about Boss jeans. Yeah, I have a Quicksilver belt that I've had for 20 years. Still use it daily. Yeah, boy. Yep. He remembers the Jinko jeans, too. Jinko jeans. We still got 20 people in here. Dang, been almost 2 hours. We're killing it. Don't forget to spring forward tonight, guys. Spring forward. So that means it's 11 o'clock here. Whatever. Jinko jeans. Reebok pumps. Yeah, man, y'all remember is that the ones that, I had a pair. I forget who made them, though. They were the pumps that you pumped them up, and then they had a release valve on them as well. When you pumped them up, they just pumped up the tongue part, I guess it was, that pumped up, and then you could, let the air out of them. I remember having a pair of them. And Jordans, man, if I would have kept my Jordans I had back in the day, back in 2000, I mean, my God, there's no telling what them things would be worth right now. No telling what they would be worth. We went camping. This was probably 2001. We went camping, and me and a bunch of friends, and the guy that was with me was wearing my Jordans. He had to go to the store or something, and anyway, he came back. Him and his girlfriend had came back, and he had took them off, and we were camping on the top of a cliff. Like we were going and jumping off this cliff at night, swimming, and then there was a place to climb back up, and I mean it was probably, you're talking 70 foot up in the air probably. Well, anyway, they got into an argument, and she ended up thinking that them were his shoes, and she threw them in the damn river. So I lost my Jordans that night to him making his girlfriend mad. So yeah, needless to say, them Jordans were gone. Somebody probably found them and kept them. But yeah, I'll never forget that night when I lost my Jordans. British Knights. He said I spelled that wrong. I got a pair of Old Liberty overalls. Sweatshirt Dale Earnhardt sold at Daytona in 2001. Deputy man, I've got a lot of stuff from the races. And when I say the races, we're talking 97 to 2000. Probably 97 to 98. Lots of signatures and stuff from a lot of the drivers back then. I've got Pennzoil hats with signatures all over them from back then, from when my dad went to the races and, would get signatures and stuff. And they've sat in a box for years. I've never even looked at them to see, what signatures are on them or anything. But they've literally they've sat in my storage room, and that's where they are right now. But he had a lot of, NASCAR stuff, his passes from them years. And I'm pretty sure it was 97, 98. And yeah, I mean, he would bring back hats and stuff with signatures all over them. And I've got them hats downstairs. They're just sitting there. I have no clue what they would be worth, if they're even worth anything. I've never really thought about selling them. British Knights. Nike Air Pumps. My son argued over those shoes for weeks before I caved. The pumps. I remember the light up shoes too. LA Gear. LA Gear, yeah. And ones. Concert t-shirts, vintage. Randy, you better be vacuuming. I run the speed feed on everything, man. The Echo speed feed head on all my stuff. Have fun going to bed. David, have a good one, man. Yeah, I have no clue what they're worth. I've never thought about selling them. I mean, literally his pit passes and everything are there with it. So better be cleaning the house for your wife tomorrow. Why's that? What's tomorrow? What did I miss? Tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's nothing special. Why do I clean the house? I'm working tomorrow. Why do I got to clean the house? Because every wife needs a bream. Needs a bream? What? A break? I'm working tomorrow. I'm working. Literally, I'm working. Us women and moms need a break. Andy, control your woman, man. Andy, control your wife. We never stop. Oh, I know. We got home today from basketball practice, and the wife had the house cleaned in less than 10 minutes. And I was like, I turned around and looked, and I'm like, holy crap, you've already cleaned? And she goes, yeah, see how quick and easy that is? And I'm like, no, because I can't do it that fast. I run the Echo Black Diamond and all of my stuff as well. Heading to bed, JM, have a good one, man. She said, I'm playing. I'll allow my wife to cook and clean. She needs to practice. That's mean, bro. He said, I allow her. Yeah, I may have to take some pictures of them hats, Deputy, and see if you can tell me some of the signatures on there. If one of the signatures on them hats happen to be Dale Earnhardt, there is no telling what it's worth. I don't know what a Dale Earnhardt signature goes for, but if he had a Dale Earnhardt signature, there's no telling what it would be worth, and I would have no clue. I mean, I'm just going to be honest. I don't have a clue if it would be on there or not. So, Easy now. That's right. Easy. Rotary. Yeah, man, I'm not I run the Black Diamond 105, the rotary line. It just didn't do well for edges with me, and the ends of it would splice. And so, yeah, I switched over from that. I've tried the Red Max. I mean, I've tried a lot of it. How stupid is it that the dealership put hubcaps over my rims? I think it's called Andy took them off today for me. I really got they put hubcaps over your rims, like actual rims. Wow. I don't even know how to change a tire. Thank God for it. Oh, you wouldn't be screwed. You better teach her how. You better teach her how. Dell signatures with papers are about $1,000. Wow. Wow. Nope, I didn't sign the hat, man. I did not sign the hat. I asked people if they wanted me to sign them during the live. I didn't really see any. The comments were going so fast, I didn't really see anybody say yeah, so I didn't sign anything. Yeah, I know there's two hats down there for sure with probably 10 to 12 signatures a piece on them. I don't know who they are. But I know the pit pass and everything he had when he went was there as well. So I'm planning on selling it for around $5K on eBay, but you might get $5 out of it because of the hat. And then, yeah. No, I didn't, Deputy. Not that I'll have to look in my others folder, I guess. I remember sending you an email back, but I don't remember getting one back from you. So yeah, I'll have to check. I'll have to check when I get off here. I'll check and I'll email you and let you know, or I'll send you message me on Instagram. All I know is he popped the hubcaps off, and underneath it just looked like the hubcap. Oh wow, huh? Yep. What up, Lawn Commander? I seen even the good stuff breaks, man. I seen that today. Even the good stuff breaks. The spare tire from underneath the vehicle. Is yours underneath the car, or is it in the back under the thing? Like you pop your back hatch and then it's lift that thing up and it's under there. Well, let's take a trip. Y'all let me know if you lose signal. My internet's down there, so yeah, it's underneath. I know I did my truck one time, and it seemed like a pain in the butt to deal with.
Hello, YouTubers.
Hello, YouTubers.
Hit the subscribe button.
Hit the subscribe button. That's my little man right there. He's going to be the next big thing. Logan Paul, watch out. We have been having some internet issues 4 times. Man, look, I have too. And I'm not sure what exactly is going on. But, yeah, it's been crazy, man. It's been crazy. Let me get this box. Where's this box at? So, it's right there. All right. We've got this. My wife went to put Christmas stuff up, and for some reason, apparently she never put it up. I don't know what she did. She just like set it here. So we'll set that there. Oh, we'll move this down like this, and then we'll grab this. I'm pretty sure it's in this. Yep, here they are right here. All right, Deputy, be ready. I need to know if they're worth some money, man, so I can keep them. They're not going anywhere anyway. I've got a Bible my dad gave me that's, man, that thing's probably, it was his Bible growing up. And when I say old, I mean old. It's old. I've got so much stuff in here. It's crazy. Old Bible. So look at this, guys. Man, talk about some memories, man. Oh, I've been looking for that. What the heck? I've been looking for that. No way. Sweet. Okay, cool. I didn't even know I had one. Check this out. Yeah. 2010 Pool League. First place. Man. Some of the stuff. Here's one of the passes. Yep, here we go. So here's I mean, man, look, this is crazy stuff, dude. I'm not gonna pull all this stuff out because there's so much stuff down here in this. But golly, I just ran across this in the bottom. There's 1,000 of these down there, guys. Look at this. From when I used to play pool all the time. 8-ball break and run patches. Crazy. Crazy. Wow. I don't even know what this is. Something about a proud ownership of this thing. Here's another pass. Look at this, dude. This is, so here's 98 from the pass. Here's another pass. I mean, these are still in the thing he, wore. This was the Die Hard 500 50th anniversary at Talladega. And then we got, what is this? 97 edition freaking car from Pennzoil. This is the winner's choice. Steve Parks. Never even heard of him, but there's another one. I mean, I've got all kinds of stuff that's just crazy in here. Let's see. What is this? Baby pictures. So these hats, seems like there's number 26, whoever that is. Daryl Waltrip. I have no clue who any of them 3 signatures right there are. Right here. This one, or this one. No clue. No clue who that one is. That looks like Kyle Busch, possibly. Here's another one. This one's got the same signature, Daryl Waltrip. I don't know who this is. I don't know who that is right there. No clue who that is. And this looks like Jeff Gordon. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got another hat or something down in here too that's that's the same thing. So yeah. Yep, I don't know anything about them. Don't know what they're worth. Never had the signatures, tested to see who they were or anything else, but they don't look like a Dale Earnhardt by any means, so I guess I'm keeping them, boys. Guess I'm keeping them. All right, everything's up. Who plays golf? Anybody play golf? Got my Callaways. Well, these are my golf clubs. I got the Callaway, or what the heck are these? Yeah, these are the. Oh no, these are the Callaway Diablos. And then I've got the the White Hot Titleist putter, Cleveland wedges. Literally all Cleveland wedges. And then I've got the TaylorMade Rocket Balls 3, or this is the 4 and 5. My 3-wood Callaway X. Old school, boys. What y'all know about this? 2008 TaylorMade burner. Anybody who knows anything about golf knows this thing is sweet. Sweet. Old school. Old school. And then I've got a ping driver as well. And yeah. Yep. Anyway, all right. Going back up. Here we go. You need a Mark Martin. Yeah, I don't know. Bobby Labonte, Jeff Gordon. I know they're from, like I said, they're from apparently 98. So, yeah. I have trouble with internet. MTV Cribs house tour. You don't want to see my house, man. Danny the Shark. Man, look, I've got so many pool patches. I used to be good. I used to be real good. I was rated one of the top 250 in the state of Missouri about 12 years ago. 2009, 2008, 2009. Yeah, it's the 3-point hitch. Those cars are worth a lot? What? Get out of here. Them cars ain't worth a lot. Are they really? If they say first edition, I don't know.
Yeah, nobody
How do you know if you got me wanting to go back down there now? That hat could buy a brand new mower. TaylorMade bubble shaft. TaylorMade bubble shafts.
like a
You want to see Luke's room? Luke, you want to show him your room?
Yeah.
Okay, go turn on your lights. Show him your messy room. MTV Cribs. Look at that. This is what a 5-year-old's room looks like after one day.
This is my room, guys. This is my new blanket and my new pillow.
Yep, you got a TV and
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Like a baby TV. And I got like my dad.
Yep, you got a lot of stuff. Yep, you got the thing that Daddy made for you. MTV Cribs. There ain't nothing special here. Got a pretty big TV. Does that count? First edition, huh? I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I don't know if they're first editions or not. I've never even heard of the freaking drivers, more or less, whether or not they're first editions, but they're still in the box. I mean, I know they're not mint condition or anything because they've been sitting there in a box, crinkled up, I'm sure. So, yep, all right. First edition cars are worth a ton. Says on the card what edition it is. Okay. Well, hell, maybe I need to go look. I don't know. They probably had them things out forever. Got the fire truck bed and camouflage chair. Yeah. All right, we're going to go look. It ain't like we got anything else to do. You got me interested now. Maybe my dad did give me something. We're going to look. We're going to look. We got to go look. First edition. So it'll say on the car. Well, my dad didn't give me these. For you that don't know, I'll tell you more about this story when I go back upstairs. There's a lot to this. And if these are worth anything, it's literally because my stepmom didn't know it. That's the only reason. Because anything that was worth anything, I had old Purina checkered board knives, and I had a lot of coins that I used to do metal detecting when I was growing up. And my dad told me, hey, let me keep them, and when I pass away, you'll get them all back. And that way nothing happens to him. And I trusted him with that. Me and my dad didn't have a great relationship at all. He was never around. He pretty much took me for 3 years of my life when I was in high school because he owed my mom over $40,000 worth of child support. And she said, I'll clear it all if you take him because that's what he wants. And that's the only reason I honestly believe my in. So we didn't have that relationship. When he passed away, it hit me harder than I expected because, I mean, even though we weren't close, it still hurt. But anything and everything that was of value that he had of mine or he had, period, my stepmom gave it away to family or sold it. So anything I got was literally just leftover stuff. It seemed like that had no value to them, but I mean, even though it had no value to them, it meant something to me. And so that's the story of that. It's a real rough thing to talk about because, like I said, if it had any value and they knew about it, it would have been sold because my stepmom didn't give two shits. All right, let's see. First edition, babies. Here we go. There's only two I see. I know there's more stuff in here, but these are the two that are right here. Easy to get. Like, I mean, there's this stupid stuff. There's a damn pocket knife. I mean, I don't know anything about this stuff. And then there's the rest of my trophies. I used to be big into car shows and things like that. Let's see what's in this. Let's see what's in this knife case. So there's I don't know. Anybody know anything about that? That's it says nothing on it. Seems like just a cheap knife. Is what it seems like, but still in plastic. So these cars Get Real Associated for Atlas. I don't see nothing that says anything about an edition on this. Cheap China knife. Includes collector card and display stand. There's really nothing on here. It just says it has a card. The Pennzoil car. I mean, even on the back, it just says 1997 edition. It says nothing about a first edition. Or anything like that. U.S. patent number. 1997, all rights reserved. There's an item number on it. But I don't see anything about a first edition. It just says 1997 edition. And then this is the 50th anniversary edition. So I know this is the year my dad went to Talladega was the 50th year anniversary. And this is a 50th year anniversary car from Pennzoil. But if, it just says, it don't really say anything. It's got an ASST number. High Performance Die Class Collectibles. Stock Car Series. 50th anniversary. 1998. Hasbro Inc. All rights reserved. Proof of purchase. but I don't see anything on it neither. But I know the 50th year anniversary was the 50th. I mean, the year he went. But whatever. It is what it is. I mean, I planned on keeping them anyway. So I mean, I'll have to go through the comments, see what you're saying. But yeah, I don't know. No clue what they're worth. May not be worth anything. But regardless, I mean, they're probably going to sit there until I pass away, and then they'll go to my daughter.
Hi. I got another jacket. Look.
Yeah, you got another jacket. So yeah, I don't know. So I guess they're first editions because that's the year that it happened. I don't. They might not be worth nothing. I know there's a lot of stupid stuff in there. I consider stupid stuff like, I got a thing of buck knives. It's like a set of 3 buck knives, and I think they're like 20 years old, still in the case. And man, I used to love buck knives. Hey, if you come out here, you got to be quiet, okay? Okay. But yeah. All right. Oh man, I missed it. She sounded lime of money hungry. Yeah. Yeah. She, I mean, anything, his guns, anything of that nature, all of my coins, like guys, when I got my coins back, is that New York skyline? What are you talking about? When I got my coins and stuff back, none of my knives were there. The only coins that were there were like a couple of buffalo nickels and some wheat pennies. And I've still got my .999 pure silver thing, but man, I don't know. Anything and everything that was, I mean, I spent my life with metal detecting with, my stepdad, and that's some of the best memories I've got, and all of that's gone. They ended up either, my dad was an alcoholic. And when I say an alcoholic, I mean he drank 2 cases of beer a day, and smoked probably 4 packs of cigarettes a day. He was always, if you seen him and he did not have a cigarette or a beer in his hand, he was asleep. If he was awake, there was a cigarette and a beer in his hand at all times. He had a cup of coffee in the morning. I think he had 2 to 3 cups of coffee in the morning, and then he would start drinking, and he would drink all day. Hey, stop. And and it got to the point to where, I mean, he died at 54 years old. So cheap China knife. So then no, they're reissue cars. Knife is 40 to 100. What? Ronald Reagan knife, about 25 bucks each, Danny. The money is in the Pennzoil hat. Who agrees the money's in the Pennzoil hats? No, I don't even know what they're worth. But, I figure the older they get, the more they sit there, hopefully they just gain value to be able to help my kids out when they get older, and, maybe they keep them and, give them to their grandkids. I don't know. Hey, go throw this away, get Eddie soda. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff in there. Like I said, I've got a 10 case that's like a buck knife collection. It might be from the late 90s too, but it's got 3 buck knives in it that are, is it buck knives? No, they're old timers. They're old timer knives is what they are. They're 3 old timer knives, and they've got, a bigger knife, a smaller knife, and then a smaller knife. It's like 3 knife set. But, Yeah, they're in a box, man. We don't have any mice or anything here, so yeah, we don't have to. I don't have to worry about that. And they're in a hard plastic, box, and they're up off the ground too, which I mean, I guess helps. But maybe I'll get them authenticated and at least know what the channel, at least know what the names are on there. If you get them, yeah, maybe I'll take them and get them authenticated and see for sure, what names are on there, and I mean, at least it'll know better. I think Jeff Gordon's one of them. I know that Daryl Waltrip was one, and they love plastic. Oh, great. Well, they're fine so far, so we're good. We're good for now. Why aren't these vids being saved to the channel? I wanted to go back and watch the past ones. Bible, I usually don't save any of my lives because they're hours long. And when they're hours long, it takes forever with my slow internet to upload one. But I did have a guy tell me the other day, Randy from G4 Outdoors, he's like, dude, you should really just upload them. And I'm like, who would honestly go back and watch that? And he's like, you would be amazed at some of the people that would just listen to it while they're mowing, and I'm like, well, okay, I guess I'll try it and see. So this one's going to probably be uploaded, and we'll see what happens. Schrade went out of business back in '04 and now made by Taylor Brands in China. Huh. I think I saw Kyle Petty. Yeah, I don't know who all's on there. But yeah, I mean, I know some of them you couldn't even, there ain't no telling. I'll be like, who in the world? But yeah, somebody who authenticates signatures would probably know. So yeah, I need to get them checked out. Maybe one of them, I don't know when Dale Earnhardt had his helicopter crash. It seems like it was before then. Was it? No. When did that happen? That happened in Daytona, wasn't it? And what year was that? Does anybody know what year that happened? I'm trying to think of where I was when that happened. And it seems like I know who else was it that died way back then? Probably 2000 or 90. I'd say around 92, 93, 94. Who was the famous race car driver that passed away? I cannot think of his name. 2001. Davey Allison. Yeah, okay. Davey Allison. That's who it was. Davey Allison. Yeah, I know he was big. There were a lot of people that loved Davey Allison back then. Yep. I never kept into NASCAR really growing up. I mean, I did, but I didn't. Like, my parents watched it. They were huge Jeff Gordon fans. 1993, Birmingham, Alabama. Birmingham, Alabama. 1993. Yeah, I remember when all that happened. Man, that's crazy. Crazy. The time that flies, man, just flies. Looking back, going, wow, where did it go? You just realize, you don't realize how fast it goes until then. I stopped watching when it stopped being the Winston Cup. So yeah, maybe I'll find out. Maybe I'll take it to a sports collectibles place and see. They sat in my dad's house for years. I mean, I remember him keeping them on the shelf, and that's where they stayed. And so they've got smoke on them because he was smoking nonstop. So they probably dropped a ton in value from that. But I'll keep them. So, you know, I mean, maybe one year I'll get them authenticated and get them appraised or something. And that way, you know, my kids have something to say, hey, this was the appraisal back then. Dale Earnhardt wrecked on the last lap. Okay, that's what it was. Where was that at? Daytona. Yep, okay. Well, I had the Daytona thing right. The Daytona thing right. I go to Daytona 500 every year, only an hour away. I've been to Talladega a couple times. I've been to Daytona once. I've been to Bristol. Bristol was fun. I went to Bristol in 2006. Pretty sure it was 2006. I went to Bristol. That's a fun track. It was raining, and my God, it was muddy as crap because the parking ain't very crazy, you know, big there. And with so many people being there, everybody had already took up the good parking. So we were parking out in the field by the main, you know, road that you come in on to get there. Yeah, it was muddy as all get out. Man, I'm not a fan of running double blades on your mowers. Added weight. But the main reason I guess I'm not about running is spindle life, man. It seems like it would lower the life of your spindle running, you know, double blades. I'm not for sure. It just seems like more back force or pressure. I'm not sure what I'm trying to think of, but what you think about those twills? Man, look, I've been looking at getting into some twills, and I've got a guy's contact at Twills I've been trying to get in touch with, and we're actually supposed to be, hopefully, we'll see what happens. I don't know. I was told they were interested, and so I'm just waiting on them to reach out. But to get a set of Twills for my Z-Master and my Grandstand for me to use and be able to give a review on, because I'm kind of curious myself. Double blades were good. The mower companies would allow it. Yeah. You know, we've talked to, there's been people ask about it on Walker off those double blades. I'm thinking about using them. There's been people that have asked on lawn forums and stuff. And guys, Ed Wright is a huge, you know, company, and he will tell you that it will lower the life of your spindles doing that. I mean, honestly, for him to say that when he could be saying, yeah, guys, it's going to be great because you're going to buy spindles, you know, it seems like he's a pretty good guy. So, I mean, I would think that he's, you know, the smart dudes that watch the live would watch the old ones. The same dudes. Some good info on them, like creating our own business page on Google for marketing. Yeah, man, I need to do that. I need to get y'all a actual video of how to do that, because I've had a lot of people ask me about that, and I've told them, you know, hey, here's what you do, but I should make a video of how to do it. Ed is a smart dude. Walker is a different setup, but it will still be hard on the gearboxes. Yeah. Oh, William boy. William in the house. Look at this. Dry skin. Golly. Goodness. What's up, man? Living the dream. God, I can't believe it's 10:40. I started this at 8 o'clock, guys. Like, I don't understand how I'm always in here for hours. A lot of mass for the spindles, motors, deck belts, everything. Yeah, and that's definitely more on your belts. Because now when you engage them, it's got to work a lot harder to get them spinning. So, just got home from the Wolves game. What's on your mind? Oh man, there ain't much on my mind. We just chatting it up. We just chatting it up. Clutch and engine more than spindles. Yeah. Yeah, it goes into a lot more than just spindles, but it's a lot regardless. What did I miss? Oh man, whew, a lot. A lot. A lot. We went from talking about lawn care to talking about old school jeans and clothing brands to NASCAR to now we're talking about double blades. My son went and threw away my soda, never came back. Lawn care, time changes the night too. Yeah, boy. That's all right. I'll go to bed about 1 then instead of 2. Got a big day tomorrow. I start my day tomorrow. Well, I start one property tomorrow. One of my pickier clients wants me to go ahead and get to mowing and cleaning up some stuff while it's dead out. So we'll get y'all a video of that. Probably some before and after stuff just to, get a video out there. I need to charge all of my batteries and stuff and get them ready and find all of my equipment to where when season comes, I'm ready to go because I have no clue where half of it's at right now. And we're supposed to get rain all next week, so I'm definitely looking at getting this done tomorrow because it'll be about 700. It'll be a good paycheck for about 5 hours work. The only people say it's good is the people making the pockets deeper. Yeah. I still have some snow on the ground. Oh man, yeah, I'm hoping to start early, man. Well, I'll be starting tomorrow, one property, but we'll see what happens after that. It could be. I know we're getting a lot of rain next week, but the weather's supposed to still be, warmer, high 50s, and then back into the 60s again. 60s someday with rain. So not bad by any means. And I've got some grass in my property that's starting to green up pretty nice. So, yeah, not long, man. Hopefully, not next week when all the rain's gone, but the next week, I'll be able to get started and I'll be in full swing, April, which is way better than starting in May. Pretty snow, Illinois, the snow's pretty much gone. A single medium lift blade is hard to beat. Yeah, I think that's what I have is a medium lift that, well, they call it a high lift, but it's a medium lift. Right now the company is doing estimates. Should green up in 2 weeks or so. Yeah. Where you at, Powers? You say the Midwest, man, where you at? It snowed end of April last year. Yeah, last year was crazy. It was crazy. And we were done first week of November. I was done last year and the year before last. But the year before, I was mowing into the middle, I was still mowing the 15th of December. It was crazy. So, yeah, I'm hoping it's one of those years. Early start, late finish. Middle of Illinois. All right. What do y'all think of yard signs? Man, yeah, y'all let me know what you think of yard signs because I need to order about 10 yard signs. I at least need 10 to 20, but I want the 18 by 24s, and I want something that's going to be legible with my logo on it, and then phone number. And where do you order them from? Because everywhere I've looked, they're crazy, outrageous. Like even UZ marketing was like $300 for 25 or something. I mean, it was insane. But I've got a lot of clients that live on main roads that I could gain plenty of clients from probably because they live, I'm talking main roads that get busy. So yeah, if I could get some yard signs out, I'm thinking that's going to be my best bet of gaining clients is getting some yard signs out. We'll see. We'll see. Vistaprint, they always have specials and coupon codes. Well, maybe I'll look at that. And what was the other one? Planet. I've got 20% battery left. I'll go till I got 10%, so probably another 5 minutes or so. Planet Graphics. Where's that at? We'll start with spring cleanups and fertilizing by the end of this month. Probably won't mow until mid-April, early May. On UZ, if you only do 2 colors, yeah, see, I've got 3 colors in my logo. It would be green, white, and black. So yeah, I've got 3 colors. Oklahoma, I believe. You got 100 for 180 bucks. Wow. I'm going to go look again because I know when I looked at UZ, it was like $300. It was crazy, and I definitely don't need 100. Were them double-sided, Lawn Commander? I guess I could call you by name. I mean, were them double-sided or single? I want double-sided. I need some double-sideds. Okay, 1 color. Yeah, see, I'm looking at 3 colors. I want my actual logo on it, and then I just want to put my phone number on it. And I think with the 18 by 24, it would be, huge. And but I want it to pop. You know what I mean? I want it to draw people's eye. And so if I put my logo on there, then it'll I think it'll pop and draw people's eye to go, what is that? Especially if I do it in like because I could do the background color as the green and then just have the black and white overlaid onto it, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I need them to pop, though. I need them to pop. UZ was trying to work with me. Was it last year? It might have been last year. It was either last year or the year before last. UZ was trying to work with me. And they wanted me to promote their company and everything, but they didn't want to do anything for me on my end. They wanted to give me like $20 off. And I'm like, I ain't making you a video for $20 off. Like, that ain't worth it to me. I throw $20 in the freaking on stupid stuff, so I'll keep my $20. And I've been trying to find someplace though. Hell no. Like, I mean, they didn't have to give them to me for free by any means, but I wasn't going to do it for that. I did see your notification saying you're live, so before I did, I actually watched Saving Green for a bit. I want signs for free, huh? Nope. Yeah. See, I didn't even want them for free. I mean, like I said, I didn't care about being free, but $20 for me to promote your company that's going to make you hundreds of dollars compared to me getting $20 off to make you a video. Then I've got to take the time out of my day to edit that video and everything else. I mean, it wasn't worth it for me for $20 off. Like, offer me, $100 off and then we'll talk. But Randy sold all of his stuff, Stacy. He sold all of his stuff. He sold all of his vinyl. He sold all of his stuff to make t-shirts. Yeah, he got rid of all of that stuff. So yeah, he don't have anything anymore. I'd like to get a sign for the gate too. like people do. That's my goal for this year probably is, my first goal, I guess, is to get a sign for the back of my gate. I got to find a company that'll do it. And I don't know what people are getting them made out of or anything else. So, most lines I charge go from 25 to 70. My cheapest property is $35. My most expensive property a week is 175. So, yep, he sold it all. 20 bucks is water boy money. That's what I looked at it as, Took down a hornet's nest. Yep. 175 a week, man. That's it's right at 3 acres. 3 acre property. 2 acres of it is fenced. Every other week we trim the outside of the fence. Every week we trim the front of the property fence line and the whole inside. And then every 2 weeks we trim the whole outside of the property. And so yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's a pretty big yard. Pretty big yard. Where are you going to put the signs? Man, I'm going to put them where freaking my main properties are. I've got some very nice properties on some very main streets. And when I say main streets, I mean they're main streets that are getting traveled all the time. So, yeah, that's what I'm looking at doing. I'm looking at literally getting some yard signs and putting them into, these commercial property. I got a commercial property that'll let me put a sign up. They told me. And then, I've got other properties that are literally, they're right there on main streets as well. And so I'd like to get about 10 signs and be able to just rotate them out, probably monthly. I probably wouldn't even rotate them. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'd probably leave them in them spots because that's my main streets where the business is, the business is driving by. So what's up? Dan's Lawn and Snow done jumped back in here. He's either jumped back in or he's been in the background the whole time. My only commercial properties I take care of are HOA. We charge them $75 since we have a Skag V-Ride 261-inch. Good night, y'all. Please smash that like button for the host. Deputy, thank you, sir. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for joining. Have a good night. More to remind tomorrow, so I'll see you in 2 weeks. Yeah, man, when I get off the phone, I'll probably go inside and plug my charger in and look them up and see, pricing on some colors and actually put my logo on there and see what's going to happen. So since I mentioned about Skag, where are the Skag lovers? You picked the wrong room, William. Nobody in here likes Skag, man. Yeah, there's a bunch of people that like Exmark. He said no Skag love here. There's a bunch of people that like Exmark. You might find some Exmark love in here. You might find some Exmark love. I got to charge my headphones too. That way I don't get out on the property trying to listen to music and guess what? My headphones die. That's the worst thing in the world. When you're out there listening to music and boom, your headphones die. So you got to be honest, guys. I worked very hard on that thumbnail for the video today. I thought it was good. Brian's Lawn Maintenance got with me Exmark. Old Exmark. Only Exmark mower I have is the 30. Getting another one this season. The Exmark 30. Exmark 30. X mark 30. Yeah, jumping back in, had to get some food. I forgot all about food, man. I get on these lives and I'll talk for hours. Hours. I mean, it's been almost 3 hours again. But I love doing lives. I may do another one tomorrow. I may do another one tomorrow. We may do another one tomorrow, and we may do another one. We're gonna make it interesting, maybe. Maybe I'll do the video of tomorrow and talk about it. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe that's what'll happen. But like I said, I only plan on doing some before and afters probably. It's going to be probably a quick video just telling y'all what I'm doing and then showing y'all after it's done. We got some stuff to clean up down in the hauler area is what I call it. And it's just literally a bunch of limbs and stuff that fell down. He's just wanting some of that, picked up and cleaned up, and the stuff down below cleaned up to where he can get his mower down there and start mowing it again and make it, keep it nice. And literally, I mean, that's what we're doing tomorrow. And so I quoted him for, 5 hours. And so we'll see. It might take 5, it might take 4. I think it'll take 4 to 5 at least. But yeah, I've got to mow the lawn, and with the grass being as low as it is right now, I don't think I'm going to have to trim anything. So I'm just going to go and blow some leaves into the woods and mow it real fast and bring it back to life and let her roll. It'll be ready to go in a couple of weeks. We'll start mowing. He pays monthly, so he pays me at the beginning of every month. Even, this will be his 3rd year, and he literally pays at the beginning of every month. A pirate was going to the dealership and asked the owner, and the owner asked, "Can I help you, sir?" The pirate replied, "Arg, I'm here to buy an X-Mark." Yeah. 15, 18 by 24, 3 colors, front and back, $113. That's all I need, 15. All I need, 15. Never do a yard for $25. You need a 30 to 35 minimum. Williams is a pretty big company, I think. 113 bucks. Snacks that I had in the kitchen. Snacks for champions. Snacks. The old snackaroonies. I'm usually a snack guy. I need to get out of the snack guy stage. I'm glad to be back to work, man. Like, God, maybe I'll lose some of this winter weight. I've lost 15 pounds over the winter, so from what I was at. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully it gets better. Hopefully it gets better. Looking back at my younger pictures, I was like, man, like, I don't know if y'all seen that picture on the community thing or not for the flashback, but that was crazy. Crazy. Like, that was my skinny days. Eventually, we'll drop the 25 yards or we'll increase them. $60 minimum. Holy shit, you wouldn't get no business here for a $60 minimum. People look at you stupid around here for that. I get people that look at me. Look, I went to bid a duplex, and it's funny. It's only one side of a duplex. But the lady wanted her front yard mowed, the neighbor's front yard mowed, and just her backyard. And it was, I mean, this thing's small, guys. It's a tiny duplex. And when I told her $50 every 2 weeks, because, like, I'm just not doing it. But I was like, $50 for every 2 weeks is fair, because I'm more than likely going to be double cutting it and things. And this lady looked at me like I was the stupidest person in the world. She about flipped. I thought she was going to have a heart attack over $50 every 2 weeks. She's like, I thought it was going to be like $25. Not from this guy, it's not. Sorry. Better pick somebody else. Most properties I take care of are 1/8 to 1.5 acres. My yard is big. I use my Skag or Cheetah 72-inch. Yeah, Dan, what snacks are you munching on, man? My son's in there screaming, watching TV. That's what he does. He sits in there and watches TV, gets hyped up and screams. Goes in there and screams. Munch on goldfish, chips, or Twix candy bars. Munching on a chips or a Twix is not munching, man. That's that's a snack. that's a snack. Munching is, yeah, the goldfish and chips thing. You start eating candy bars, that's just, yeah, that's not snacking anymore. He said, don't know yet. Pricing is subjected to where your service area is. 15 to 25 to 30 for me, might be 50 to 60 somewhere else. Set your own prices based on your goals and expenses. $75 to $80 an hour. $60 ain't much. Yeah, like this cleanup, I charge $120 an hour for this cleanup. But yeah, I start getting into, I start getting into mowing, and I mean, I can do like a 2-acre property. I can do that in an hour, right at an hour and 5 minutes at the max. So I mean, and I'm charging $65 an acre. So I mean, I'm making $130 an hour, but I mean, that ain't bad. If it's an acre, I mean, then, depending on how much trimming and stuff, usually an acre, I'm charging $65 an acre regardless. My acre is 65. And then if it's like open, solid open, there's no trimming, anything, let's say they got 2 acres, an acre of it is 5 or 6 trees, the rest of it's wide open, then I usually only charge an extra $50 for that acre. So, it would only be $115 for the 2 acres. But that's because, an acre of it is nothing but mowing. I mean, I'm done mowing that acre in 20 minutes. So it's definitely all about time. All about time. Always ask the customer if they hired anybody and how much before giving the estimate. Always ask the customer if they hired anybody and how much before giving the estimate. What do you mean, William? I'm confused on that. What do you mean if they hired anybody? You mean prior, and they're just trying to get better prices, or what? $100 per hour for cleanups. Usually I'm around 60 to 70 per hour for weekly mowing. Sometimes more, depends on the route density for the day. Yeah. My employees helping me out when it comes to mowing and cleanups. Yeah, see, I've got a cleanup tomorrow, and there's no way I could do it by myself. I've got a guy that literally owns his company. He is, he does a lot of 1099 work for other companies. And so, that's just the easiest way for me to go about it is, hey man, you free? Because he's got his own insurance and everything. I ain't got to worry about it, While I'm mowing, he's taking care of the bottom. And then I just pay him. but I'm still getting, paid out of that as well. What's up, GMC 2500 HD? Never seen you before in here, but hi. Just bought a Dixon 60-inch. I am excited. I am also a small town of 4,000 people and vacation property around the lake. Yeah? Vacation properties are nice, I bet. Let me clear that up. I was going to say sometimes it's important to ask the customer if they hired someone else before they give you the business, if they did a good job. Yeah? What's up? How have you been? Equipment prepped for spring yet? Man, I'm ready. I'm starting tomorrow. RBL. Tomorrow's my first half day. I don't know. It's my first day back. It happened to be on a Sunday, but beats waiting another 2 weeks for the rain to go away. If that don't answer your question, nothing will. I can mow 5 acres an hour. What the hell are you using? Jeez. I can mow, well, what? I say with obstacles, I can mow an acre every 25, 30 minutes with the 60-inch. And I mean, that's full throttle. That's as fast as it goes. That's 10 miles an hour, 8 miles an hour, whatever it dumb thing mows at. Sometimes I wish I mowed bigger properties, but most of my properties are 5 to 10,000 square feet. He said, I like both. Probably has a huge riding mower. I think he's got that Ventrac, man. He's got a Ventrac, I know. So, yeah, see, there you go. Yep, you start adding another foot to that, you lose I know it's crazy because I was mowing that 3 acre property with a 48-inch forever. And I was like, man, I've got to get something bigger for this property. And I mowed it for all year with a 48-inch. And it was taking me 2 hours for 3 acres. And then the next year, middle of the season, I was like, I am getting a bigger mower. And I went and I got that 60-inch, and it cut my time in half almost. I went from 2 hours to, depending on how tall the grass is and if I'm double cutting. But if I don't have to double cut and I'm just flying through it like normal, then it's literally, a little over an hour for me to do it. So yeah, I mean, it's literally 30 minutes an acre pretty much is what I'm getting at with. Yo, Gentry. Oh man, D Gentry in the house. I have a Super Z Hyperdrive 60-inch, about 2 acres an hour. 2 acres an hour, dang. How fast does that deadgum thing go? Holy crap. Yeah, that's what I get, man. I get it literally about 2 acres an hour. 5 acres, probably either a 72 or a larger mower would work. Yo, brother, 8010 or 800, anything Echo. If it's steel, I don't touch it. I think it's a steal of your money. I don't. When you do bigger properties, you going full speed when you can? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I don't have the 8010, but the BR800 is new to me since fall, and I love it so far. The new clients I'm getting, their yards aren't that big, about a quarter to a half. I need big yards if I want my business to grow. Yeah, see, I mean, I was dying. I was like, man, a lot of people out here in the country area, the more rural area where I'm at, they've got bigger properties. And so I was like, I need something to be able to confidently take on them bigger properties. So I ended up upgrading to that thing, and I bought it in, I think it was June of 2018. And I mean, it was paid off in October 2018. Paid it off within 6 months. Same thing with my, I bought that in August or September, and it was paid off February of the next year. Yeah, word of mouth is a big thing, man. Word of mouth is a big thing. The 2020 equipment tour, I don't know. I'll probably end up getting a video together this week of the video tour. Have you ever had customers passing the word saying you do great work? All the time, man. All the time. And I mean, I gained, I'm going to be honest with you, majority of the properties I gained was because of somebody's reference. Literally. I mean, probably half of the properties I got are because somebody recommended me. Yeah, I'll probably do a 2020 setup this week while it's raining or something. I'll open the garage doors and bring the Toros over to one side and, you know, give a update. Leo's Lawn Care, man, yeah. I follow Leo. I follow the Leo. Heads up. Make sure you update your equipment inventory, and if you carry inland marine, send that info to the insurance company. Update your equipment inventory. Yeah, I need to write down my stuff. I've changed my stuff out over the past couple years to newer equipment or just the same thing but new. I definitely need to get the serial numbers and stuff off of them and wrote down. Definitely need to do that. Definitely. Oh, the phone's about to die. The phone's about, I don't know what it's at. Let's see what it's at. Ooh, we're at 13%. Still not at 10. It's been a while. I said I was going to get off at 10, and guess what? Still ain't there. I think what's going to happen for my company is we're probably going to get the equipment maintained before we actually start. That's usually what I do, man. I usually at the end of the season, depends on what kind of mood I'm in. But I literally just changed my oil and stuff the other day. So I lost 20K in equipment stolen about 6 years ago. I had just purchased my 52 X-Mark ZTR, paid the price, only got 2,500 back. Wow. So was it, see now, I was told by my insurance company that if somebody breaks in my garage and takes my equipment, I am fully covered, according to State Farm, through my homeowner's policy, since it is in my home. Is what I was told. But they told me if it was outside or in a shed or something like that, it would not be covered. But if it's in my garage, and my garage is shut and somebody came and broke into mine, then okay. Mine was stolen while hooked up to the truck in the road. Okay, yeah. Yeah, they told me if it was outside, pretty much the same thing. If it's outside of my house, if it's in a shed or anything and somebody takes it, then they will not cover it. But since it is in my garage, as long as my garage, which we've got cameras and stuff outside, but you know, if somebody was, I guess that's better because not only I've got proof that my garage was shut if something was to happen. But yeah, supposedly per them, when we moved and, you know, everything, I was like, man, I really need to check in to this because it's not like I'm just small with minimum equipment anymore. then we checked into it when we moved to this house, and they said, as long as it was inside my garage and it was, no, I don't have inland marine. I don't have inland marine. Everything's either in my garage or on my trailer. And if my trailer is out, it's never left unattended, ever. So, I mean, I know things can happen, but it's not one of my worries in my area by any means. Because usually all of my stuff is if it's on the trailer and I'm at a house, then it's right there with me. But yeah, they told me if, as long as it was in my garage, that my homeowner's insurance through them, through my homeowner's insurance and all that, that it would cover it, as long as it wasn't outside or in a shed or something like that. So supposedly, because it's in my garage, I would be 100% covered. If it's on my trailer, then no, it's not covered. But I never leave my stuff unattended on my mowers anyway. All of my other stuff's locked up. And, honestly, if somebody took it and broke into one of them racks and stole something, by the time I claimed insurance, hell, I might as well just pay for it out of pocket. The only thing that's really worth claiming on insurance would be, if they took a mower. I mean, anything can happen, I guess, but it's literally, see, my truck, they told me that since I did that about, I asked them about that too. I've also asked them that if I put a logo on my back window, do I need to switch it over to commercial insurance? According to now mind you, we've been with this company my wife's been with them since she was 16. So, I mean, I've personally only been with them for 7 years. She's been with them for 16 plus years. But according to them, as long as I don't wrap my truck, or, I can put a logo on the back window. But since I use it for personal and business, and it is in a personal name, not in a business name, that as long as the mileage is about equal, driving wise, then I'm covered on my policy. They said it would really have to be, me putting a lot of business mileage on it and hardly any personal mileage on it before, I needed to switch something over. So I've checked into all of it, but, and I think I'm fine, but we'll see. I guess if something was to happen, we would find out. Yeah, your trailer is covered. I've been told the same thing. I've been told that if my trailer is hooked up to my truck, my trailer is covered, but anything on that trailer is not covered whatsoever. So if I get in a wreck and somebody, throws all of my equipment off my trailer and totals my trailer, the only thing they're going to cover is my trailer. They're not going to cover any of the equipment on it. So that's a whole separate policy that you need for your equipment to be on your trailer. Greg Hubbard. What's up, man? Greg Hubbard. I know that name. That Greg Hubbard name. I know it. I know that Greg Hubbard name. I see you on a bunch of the swapping shops, I think. I'm pretty sure I have seen you in the swapping shops. It just hit me. The name just hit me. I had commercial auto and my carrier didn't cover it. They said the truck was covered if it got stolen, but not the trailer or equipment. Yeah, see, my insurance told me that the trailer is covered. If I'm hooked up to it, my trailer is covered. But my equipment is not. My company has great insurance. I forgot who we have. Yeah, man. See, I do, he said, I do some mowing. I've seen you. It looks, you do landscape work stuff, don't you? I know I've seen you in the groups before, especially Ray Moore's group. Still pretty cheap. I have inland marine and liability together. What's that cost, Stacy? For inland marine and liability together, how much? Because I know it's based off of your equipment, you're covering, how much you're covering. So, I mean, if I was to do it, I'd probably have $25,000 worth. I mean, what's something like that run? I will have to look into inland marine. Greg Hubbard. Ain't there another Hubbard up there in Belton Raymore as well? Well, Greg, any mowing you don't want, buddy, you just send my way. And any landscaping I get, I'll send your way. Because I think you do landscape. I think you do a lot of landscape stuff. I post on the swaps. I know I've seen you on there. I just mentioned this to y'all as FYI. I just recommend you check into it so you don't end up down 20K like I was. Yeah, that's a very expensive lesson. Sometimes when I'm doing a fall cleanup, pulling out hostas can be smelly and slimy. I think the hosta smells like pesto. My inland marine and general liability ran me $14.50 last year. My general liability insurance is only $500 for well, I think I've only got 1 million, 2 million, but they told me I could raise it to 2 million for no extra charge. So I don't know. I don't know if I raised it last year or if I just kept it the same. There's one guy in my area that, you know, this guy's apparently been doing this for, he claims, 8 to 10 years. I don't know. But I do know that the guy, like, never had insurance and has supposedly never claimed taxes. And I'm like, man, if they ever find out about that, your ass is like under. You're just, I mean, that's just asking for issues, in my opinion. Like, there's no way. No way. Forget that. You know what? I'll pay my whatever I've got to pay a year and be legit and not have to deal with anything. You know, I mean, that's just one headache I don't want to deal with. I mean, this guy could literally lose everything. Everything. And, you know, he's honestly don't seem to care. It's not one of his worries, but apparently he's got a bank account with his business name and a separate, you know, account for his personal. And it's like, I don't understand how you get along or get away with it for that long. I just don't. I'm not the type to snitch on somebody, you know. It just amazes me. That's just crazy. Yeah, mine is 1 million, 2 million also. $800 for 30K something. 1 million, 2 million liability. Yeah, I need to check in with with insurance for, you know, like I said, probably around 25,000. Just to have that extra coverage would, be nice, I guess. Just to have that extra coverage. Oh, we've hit the 10%. Yeah, that was a couple minutes ago. We're at 200 minutes. This is crazy. 3 hours and 20 minutes. Wow. Again, let's talk spring cleanups for a minute. Do y'all have a minimum charge for showing up? I hate the spring leaves left over and weeds overgrown. I wonder if WWE has done a segment with a WWE superstar on the ride. What? How do we go from? Oh, I was like, how do we go from spring cleanups to WWE? We need to get a show going on TV, a TV series of mowing TV series. Spring leaves stick to the ground. Yep, that they do. And it never looks like as much as it is. It's always like, oh, that don't look like much. And then you start getting into it and it's like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? I learned that 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row, man, I learned that. I was like, I am not doing that again. And then I'll be deadgum if the next year I didn't do the same thing. The Undertaker on his motorcycle. Let's see if they let him ride a mower. All right, guys, Danny's phone's about to die. We went from, 50% to way down low. Oh, here comes my son. $500 deductible. That ain't bad at all. All right, guys, y'all have a good one, man. Powers, have a good one. Cut and Clean, have a good one. Greg Hubbard, I'll see you on the swapping shops, buddy. Enjoy the rest of your night. Done deal, man. I got in late, but hope we all have a great season. RB, I think I'm going to upload this one. I've had a lot of people to ask me to upload the lives so they can go back and rewatch them if they missed and, listen to them or whatever. So we're going to re-upload. I think I'll upload this and see what happens, and then we'll go from there. So y'all have a good night. I'm going to work tomorrow. I'm so happy. I probably won't be able to sleep at all tonight. Dan, look at that. Dan in the background popping out. That guy, he just sits there and listens. I'm telling you, he listens. He just pops in every now and then, makes a comment. Catch the rest. Thanks. No problem, guys. Thanks for joining. We may do a live tomorrow night. I don't know. We'll see how tired I am after a first day back. I'm excited, though. That's for sure. So, all right, guys. Y'all have a good one. We will see you